and welcome everybody to another episode of Third Action. I am your host and game master for the evening, Jason, and these are the same 3 eagle corpses that we found lying in a lake last week. In the bottom left, we have Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
Hi, it's me again.
In the bottom center, we have Will playing Greshy Ironroot, a dwarven druid, and his dog Phelan too.
Always here. Hello.
And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Human Redeemer of Erastil.
Too soon, Jason, on that eagle joke.
No, it's never too soon.
No.
All right.
The Eagles.
So, last week on Third Action, our intrepid adventurers made their way to Fort Rannick, which you can see behind me, perhaps. In an attempt to do a bit of perhaps scouting, perhaps a bit of infiltration, and maybe a little bit less than expected happened. They formulated a plan to cause a distraction, to split the ogres apart, and then try to sneak in as like a big group. Unfortunately, coordinating this across large distances in the rain proved to be quite difficult, and a large portion of the group was caught fairly quickly.
Not caught, just spotted.
Yeah, spotted, sure. That then caused the alarm bells to ring, and as the ogres poured out of the fort, is my voice a bit high pass? Oh, yeah, I know. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's basically it. The ogres poured out of the fort. You guys managed to retreat safely back to... I think you guys went all the way back to your camp, right? To re-strategize and figure out a new plan.
Yes.
So, what do you guys want to do? So, it's the same day still, currently. The end, it's actually pretty early, wheel day, Neth the 6th. Yeah, you guys make it back to camp, a bit defeated, but not down-spirited, I suppose, as you begin formulating a new plan of attack. Or not.
We leave. We go all the way back to Sandpoint and
We still got to
never come
return.
back.
We still got to return Blitz.
Oh, yeah. He'll survive.
Well,
We'll use Blitz. Blitz will go in the fort and take care of it. He can never die. He's immune to all disease. That'll be great.
I'm a bit skeptical of this plan, but all right. Yeah, don't think that's gonna work out so well. I have some ideas for ways I can use magic to kind of help things, but there's only so much I'm able to do, really. So, not sure what
Did we
would
want
be
to try
best options there.
scouting? I don't know if we ever came up with an actual full idea. We had like 3 ideas.
We have, I guess I have 2, maybe we have 3, like real full plans. The first one is that we could just keep doing the attack and retreat thing, and throw in a little bit of psych warfare by like not letting any of them, by like constantly being there and like getting them to come out and then kill one of them, and it'd take a long time, but it would probably work in the end until they do one of 2 things. Like there's 2 ways that they could counter that. They could start doing patrols to catch us earlier and then like surround us as we're going to distract the wall patrols and have more people behind us. Or they could just like close the gates and go into siege mode entirely. Which that one would actually work well for us because we'd be able to get to the waterfall easier if we wanted to.
I would fear that there would be enough of them that came out that it would be overwhelming for a party of 8.
But
I
we can
guessed.
we can run away from them. We'd like say, okay, we're just gonna stay, 500 feet in front of them and keep shooting them with longbows. And see, as long as they don't have any long distance weapons and we're faster than them, then they'd eventually have to turn back.
Well, they were pretty big and they seem to be pretty fast, so I'm not sure
Mhm.
about us being faster than them.
So I agree. So the reason I put that one first is because I agree. I'm skeptical of it, and I'm not saying it's the best idea. Just that's
Mhm.
our fallback
And
idea.
idea number 1.
All right.
The other one we had was to try the same thing again. Use potentially wall of stone to try and get over there. And still trying to get up the cliff and see what's up with the eagles before we fully engage in any kind of like actual all-out battle.
Well, if we're going to do that, we would just have somebody scouting in general. Give them fly. Probably me, but could be give it to Gunn or give it to Asher.
And we have invisible flying. So someone could
We do have the option to do invisible flying.
That'd be a good way to scout out what's coming up next and what we're dealing with.
If it's me, we get diplomacy, invisible flying, but we only get one use of fly. Is the downside.
Like,
So I
it'd have to
basically
be
just
pretty
like
quick.
up to the top and then right back down again.
I'll be honest, I'm not quite confident that there's many eagles that's going to be left.
Oh, I agree.
What about just like scouting to see, like you peek over the wall, peek in the waterfall, sort of see like, because we didn't know if you needed to like cross the river to get to the waterfall, go under the waterfall, or if it was
Mhm.
under that one. So like seeing what's there.
I think we were
peeking
figuring
above
that
the
if we could
top.
get in the water,
Mhm.
we wouldn't, without being seen, that we could make it in the cave without being seen.
Yeah,
It was like they wouldn't spot us if we were already in the water.
it was figuring out like if we needed spells for like
Mm-hmm.
head. I would call it head bubble. That's
Air
not what
bubble.
It's called.
It's
Air
about the same.
bubble.
It's about the same thing. Give you a bit of breathing
Yeah.
while you're down there.
I think that idea of like finding where it was just kind of how many resources maybe.
If we can find where it is, and we can reasonably formulate a plan on how to get into however we want to get into, probably through the cave, then I think we could do that same day, but it would be expensive. I'd be pretty exhausted after that. I would need to be rested to break out any stronger spells.
So
What about today?
the question
Says Jacquard.
Today, I mean, unless we're going to try the same plan again, I've nothing prepared that of the sort of what we're talking about. Somebody could fly up there and scout today,
That's what
and
I
then
mean.
because I can
If all we need is a bit more information.
I can get somebody to fly today, but just the one cast.
How many
and I don't
flies?
have two.
Oh, one fly. Okay.
Aye.
Well, in which case it might as well be me then, if we do that today.
I'd be fine with that, and then you can scout, find out how exactly we get behind the waterfall, take a look and see what kind of farces there are, how they're reacting
Mhm.
to having not found us.
Before
Yes,
we get
having
too
visual.
far down that, Jason, I just wanted to clarify how heavy armor and stealth interact in this game. Like, am I
As in, you want me
ignoring
to?
any penalties that I shouldn't be ignoring?
Let's see. I think you actually. What armor are you wearing specifically?
I think it's half plate.
Half plate. I believe half plate. The only penalty you take is if you don't have enough strength to wear it.
Yeah,
Properly.
you have 16th strength at least.
Yeah, I'm at
Then-
19. Okay, so they've
Yeah.
sort of removed that from this edition.
Except for full
Or
plate. I think
not
full plate
removed
is
it,
always
but-
noisy.
Okay.
So I can double check that for you, but I'm pretty sure you're fine. Chainmail specifically is noisy, but you said you're wearing half plate?
Or maybe it's, half plate. That's correct.
Yeah, half-light does not have the noisy property. So I think you just ignore. So if you meet the strength score, you no longer
That's
take the
interesting.
armor check penalty at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't have to take any penalty to stealth.
Okay. Cool. Well then, stealth paladin it is.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that. I would be able to fly over to the waterfall, fly up the cliff, and try and see what's in both of those two locations briefly before coming back down. Did we have any other kind of like feather tokens or that we kept? A feather fall? I want to say
I don't
there
have
was-
anything.
We didn't sell any tokens, I thought. So we actually might have had some.
Thought we did sell the tokens.
Did we?
I believe so.
Okay.
At least I don't remember keeping any of them offhand. I could be wrong. Double check, but
And
Take a
is
look
there
through the
even a
bag.
feather token?
So
with the
there's
feather fall?
there is a feather token, but it doesn't do feather fall. That item specifically makes the bird that sends messages.
Oh, okay.
all right. Well, in which case
Oh.
I can, as long as you're not invisible when you need to descend, I can catch you.
Okay.
But if I can't see, it's going to be kind of hard to.
All right. If I'm falling to my demise, I will make sure to to put my hood down before I hit.
Ideally, you'll at least make it over towards me so I can catch you. I'm not quite fast afoot to be able to get there. Anyway, so Jakardros and Vale, do you happen to know where exactly the entrance behind the waterfall is? Do we climb there? Is it something we have to access from the far side of the waterfall near the fart, or?
Jakar
Underwater?
shrugs. I've never heard of it before. Vale here's the one who said he talked to the engineer about it, or the architect. Why do I keep saying engineer? Yeah, I talked to the architect, sure, but I've never been up there myself. He just said it was somewhere behind the waterfall. Your guess is as good as mine.
All right. Well, that'll be item number one we need to find, is how we get in there. Whether it's underwater or flying above, doesn't matter. Then we just would be useful to see what we're facing as far as how many seem to be hanging about the yard, that sort of thing.
Actually, I'd probably go up the cliff first, so as to have the end of the spell happen when I'm closer to the ground.
It's fair. All right.
Yeah, I'm down to do that today.
Well, we'll need to get there and try not to be caught by ogres who are now looking for us in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we can head out now. You're right.
Let's do it.
Well, maybe it's
Are we
safer if we
all
don't
going,
all.
or just you and me?
I don't think we should all go, says Shalelu. The smaller
I
the
agree.
group
No.
for recon, the better.
Just me, Greshy, and Phelan?
And I'm not even sure if I should have Phelan full size at this point or not.
I would probably carry him with you.
I was thinking that.
Once we
If
get
Gunn
close, you can
fell
turn it down.
onto Phelan, would that be better than falling onto the ground?
Depends on from how high, I imagine, but at some point you've still hit terminal velocity and you're still going to go splat. It's just a
Yeah,
question of
that's
whether how hard you splat the thing you hit on the way down. So-
I'm pretty sure there was some rules about falling onto other creatures.
Yeah, what if it's a soft little tummy? And his gun just bounces off.
I think it would hurt both of them, but
Oh no.
But maybe less.
could-
We don't want to hurt.
possibly less. I can look it up.
There might be
but
some way. We'll
Maybe
look
don't
it up if it matters.
plan around it.
Let's not plan on that. That's our
Agreed.
initial saving mechanism for
It's
Gunn.
our plan E.
Yes. We'll stick with that.
Falling on a
Alright.
creature. If you land on a creature, you must attempt. The creature must attempt a DC 15 reflex save. Landing exactly on a creature after a long fall is almost impossible. On a crit success, the creature takes no damage. On success, the creature takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1/4 of the fall damage that you took. Fail. So you still take the fall damage, but you're also just dealing damage to the creature that you fall on.
Oh no.
So you're not saving yourself. You're safe. You're just
No, you're just hurting someone else.
you're just hurting Phelan at that point. Let's not do that. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's get to move on then. See if we can make it before end of day.
Alright. I'll chill here with all of our new friends.
IB rangery or whatever.
I could hunt for food since I don't know how much food. I assume like nobody has food but us. And Shalelu.
Yeah, Shalelu brought some food with her, but the others obviously don't have any.
Oh, that reminds me. I should prepare that for
take
tomorrow.
care of that.
Well,
Maybe you guys could do some foraging while we're gone.
I can try and
Do
stay out
my
of sight
best.
just in case they come by.
Sounds like a plan.
Maybe I'll roll more ones.
Please.
All right.
We've done enough of that.
So
I just start a
rather-
stampede of deer.
I'd rather roll ones on foraging than on flying. So
I just don't want to see ones at all. We've seen enough. We're done
Pack
with
of
those.
wolves eats my leg.
Okay, so Gunn and Greshy and Phelan are leaving. Are you taking Horse Cimarron?
can we both? We can't both fit on Phelan.
That's a good question.
You
Can we
actually
double
could.
up? I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
could.
you could double up.
Let's do that then.
It would cause Phelan to move slower, but yeah, you could do it.
Aye. Well, we're trying to move slowly anyway, so it's kind of fine.
Okay, you guys double up onto Phelan's back, and he plods off.
I feel like there should be.
If Phelan did this for like a week straight, would he get stronger?
Ooh. I mean, maybe if it was actual like proper conditioning, possibly.
Not just randomly throwing people on his back and
I'm
saying,
like,
okay.
I don't know. Maybe there's an upside.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe he would just slowly become squashed Phelan. Does anybody still have Pancake Phelan emote?
You have to unlock it each week, I
Ah,
think. So
damn.
Yeah.
I don't have
maybe
it
I'll
quite yet.
unlock it.
Okay, let's see then. I shall move us back over to the fort momentarily. Where do you guys want to approach the fort from? Gunn, Greshy.
Oh, didn't work.
The risk of. Let's.
If you're going for the Eagles, we might want to approach from the north. As well, we ran from the south to the south. They might still be tracking us around there, still
Exactly.
circling around.
Well, two people ran east and two people ran south.
True, but I think more of the focus was on the rest of us who ran more south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think north is a good. If we did get spotted, it would potentially help avoid solidifying them with the idea that we're coming from the south on purpose.
Aye.
Okay,
So we're going
sorry,
to
that's
try and swoop around and come from the north
from the north side.
or the
Alright.
east. Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
yeah, the northeast-ish. Okay, let's put you guys up there. All right. As you guys are making your way through the woods, the rain, which had kind of faded, like died back down a bit, starts to pick up and becomes heavier and heavier.
The toilet's leaking again. We should work on that.
Yeah. Okay.
If your toilet sounds like that, you better.
It's a very loud
It's like
toilet.
relaxing sounds to sleep to.
Yeah. All right. So, Gunn, Greshy, and Phelan, you make your way through the forests and end up about here on the northern side of the fortress.
Is it dark?
It's not quite dark out, but the rain is making it hard to see now that it's pouring down so heavily.
Okay.
So you can kind of see out but from the trees, it's not much you can make out. You can
Is
do
this the
perception
same
checks to
map?
try and see further. Yes, it's the same map. Correct.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's do some perceiving.
Oh, I've messed up my my little image behind me.
Oh no.
I want
I'm
to
slowly
see who's,
floating away.
I want to see who's at the north door, north gate, the wall, and what the path up the cliff I'm going to take looks like.
So here's the issue that I'm now realizing here. Can you see in the dark?
Nope, but it's not dark.
No, it's not dark, but it's very, very hard to see out here. I'm a little worried. Well, we can try and sneak up then.
I think it's worth a try. I think the risk of major catastrophe is low.
Mm-hmm. All right.
With flying and with like Phelan speed that we have.
Well, do you want to start now, or do you want to? You got 5 minutes once I cast it.
Right, let's do some perceiving first.
Okay.
Nice.
So you want to try and if you want to try and take a look, what are you trying to look at first? Just
The wall
the wall. All right.
and the wall and the gate.
Okay. Give me perception checks then.
I have a 28.
I've got 23.
28 and 23.
Rolling's the wrong character, but it's a big deal.
Okay. So as you guys, you have to kind of sneak forward through the bushes, presumably dismounting Phelan.
Aye, we'll just go on foot for now. He's a bit too
Uh,
big too.
Make your way to kind of the edge of the
Bring him with
foliage
you.
there. Oh, sure.
In-
Well, wherever
In
you want.
puppy form.
So as you're looking out into the distance through the rain, sorry, that was a 28 and a 23.
Aye.
Gunn, you can just make out two ogres atop the battlements, and one sitting in front of the gate. So there's one like around right here. Let's see if I can kind of make that visible. Not really. But there's basically one on each tower around the gate, which is... The gate itself is kind of broken down, and there's one standing in front of the gate. But you can't... You can just kind of barely make them out.
Okay, the next thing I wanted to look at, and I can use another, I can roll again if you want, is up the cliff and see like the path that I'm going to take. Am I going to be going more diagonal? Am I going to be going up first? The way to the Erie
Okay, up
without going
towards the
over,
Erie.
directly over the top of the fort.
Sure. Yeah, give me another perception check, though.
Will do. We have a 23.
23. Okay. You can't quite make out where the Erie is exactly from here. The rain clouds are too thick. But your best estimate, at least to get over even this wall, you'd be moving mostly diagonally. If you're going to fly out from here.
Can I fly up the cliff before going over, like without going over the wall, but up the cliff and then
Oh yeah, sure.
above the mountain?
Yes.
That's what I can't see where that is on the map.
The wall is up to the, or sorry, the cliff wall, the cliff edge, is up on the to the north side of the gate.
Okay, so if I wanted to go up like here and then around up the mountain. I could do
Yeah,
that?
you can do that. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm ready as I'll be. I'm gonna as soon as you cast the fly, I'm gonna put my hood up and
Alright.
travel my way up there.
Okay. Well, good luck. Don't die. And I will cast Fly on Gunn. I don't know why that rolled, but I got a 2 and a 5, whatever that means.
Cool. All right, so you cast Fly on Gunn. Gunn, you feel lighter than you ever have, and you start to like lift up off the ground a bit.
I've done
Sorry,
this
you've had
once before.
you've had it cast on you before.
I've done this once before.
Yeah, it feels even lighter than that time.
Okay.
Greshy's gotten
Well, that's
better at
good.
it.
I'm gonna put my hood up on my cloak, which activates the invisibility for this.
All right,
I can use it twice a day.
so this is your second use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you a little ghost icon there.
And I'm going to rush up the cliff as fast as I can, going up over the cliff instead of up over the fort walls.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't do it from there. All right, so you start flying off. Zoom. Whee. And away. Okay. While that is happening, let's jump back over to the camp.
Camp pals and friends.
Camp pals.
Camp on a one.
So, the group of you decide to split up to do some foraging. Vale says he'll stay at the camp with Kaven, while the three of you, Asher, Shalelu, and Jakardros,
The Rangers.
the actual rangers, go do some foraging.
Hooray.
Let's see. All right. Well, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
find some meat for everyone. Or
Uh,
others.
Jakardros pats Vale on the back. Don't let him out of your sight. And Vale just kind of nods as Jakar heads out.
What are the dietary needs of everyone?
I prefer my food vegetarian if possible.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll get
you
some
know that
veggie
about
stuff.
Greshy.
I'll make sure Greshy
Greshy.
has some veggies. Greshy gets some veggie.
Veggie Greggy.
I prefer to have as much meat as you can, like if no vegetables if you can help it.
Okay,
So the inverse.
All meat, no meat.
Well-
Perfect.
that's easy to remember.
All right. So the four of you make your way out into the woods. Sorry, including Kib, Jakar's animal companion. You split up to do some foraging. So go ahead and give me a survival check to see how that goes.
You know, I'm going to use my points for this. I really
Alright.
want to forage for my friend. I feel like
Okay.
it's kind of important.
And it
Alright.
is pretty hard to do given the thunderstorm. A lot of the animals and things have kind of hidden away.
I've been a pretty shitty ranger up until now. Please not a 1. Oh, thank God. A 15 for 30, so 39.
39 minus the penalty for doing this in the rain and on the
Oh,
mountain.
gosh.
Trouble with the dice right now. It's still rolling. and-
Is this on yours? Mine was fine.
Oh yeah, it looks
Oh,
fine on my
there it
screen.
goes.
Roll20 dice engine is sometimes a little weird. Okay, yes, that is a success. Was it a critical? Where did? I'm pretty sure that's I think that's just a regular success. Yes.
Where if it's 1 off, I'll
Let me,
just scream.
let me confirm real quick.
Gotta confirm the success.
I want 6 deer, a bunch of cabbages.
You should have just gone fishing.
This is-
I should have.
Fishing like the rain, if I remember right.
Why am I forgetting what this is called? Subsist. There we go.
I was just thinking that. I was like, what's it called? Because I was
Like,
looking for
I'm
forage
blanking
and
on the
nothing was
name.
coming up, and I'm like,
Uh,
Actions, here we are.
can do
That's
it.
whatever your
after
DC is, I suppose.
activity. Okay, yes. And we'll call that. Phillips. Sorry, we're calling this basically that kind of check, which is, where's my chart? Plus that. Okay, sorry, what was your total? Your total is 30...
39.
39? Okay, that is a critical success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so a critical success when subsisting, you can provide food for yourself and one additional creature instead of just yourself.
I should
Unless
be
you
able
have
to
some
provide
additional
a
bonuses.
feast. Can the creature be a giant dragon?
Mm,
And
Needs to be
food
kind of
enough for
similar
that.
to yourself.
Okay. Well, I'll
So yeah,
do
you
that.
can, on a critical success, you get 2 creatures.
You know, I will choose food for Greshy because I'm unsure if the other people know Greshy's dietary needs.
Okay. And then the other 2 also get to roll. Shalelu actually also gets a critical success with those. Yep.
damn.
So she gets 2 people's worth of food. Unfortunately, Jakar doesn't find much.
What a loser.
So as you guys are out foraging, Jakar eventually comes and finds you out in the woods. Hey, Asher. Looks like you've had some luck.
Ooh, yeah. I found a bunch of stuff out in the rain by squinting. No, I just did pretty well. I'm gonna be putting it in my pack, which is currently what I'm trying to do.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, you're kind of stuffing stuff into your pack. I see your mother taught you well.
Yeah, she did. You know, for the time that she could teach me, she taught me a lot of tips and tricks about the woods.
He just kind of sighs and takes a few steps closer.
Ominous.
So, how did you do on your ration questing?
He holds up empty hands. Not much on my side of the mountain.
Did being in the Black Arrows make you soft?
A bit. But that was kind of the point.
Was it? I thought most of the people in the Black Arrows were just a bunch of pickpockets and thieves. Don't you all kind of... I don't know. I didn't figure you'd sort each other out.
I mean, I was like that once, yeah, but I don't know. After so many years, you just things change. I wanted to change.
Why did they send you here?
Some debts I couldn't repay. All the drinking. Have you ever loved anyone, Asher?
Me? Asher pauses. He thinks about it. You know, I don't recall ever loving somebody, you know, other than Mom.
He turns away from you and kind of reaches into his like tunic a bit underneath his chest plate, like grabbing for something. I don't know if you're lucky or unlucky then. You hear something kind of snap, and he pulls out a you're not really sure what it is. He's holding something, a necklace of some kind, perhaps. But you just see kind of like the leather cord dangling from his hand.
It's not a dagger.
We're gonna fight. Oh, what is that?
Just a memory of one of my many loves, and he kind of throws it towards you. Reflex save if you want to catch it.
I will try.
Oh.
Asher just watches it fall to the ground and goes,
Don't worry, everyone. I'm a master reflexer. Oh, that's pretty good. 33.
"Oh, it's not bad."
33. Okay, yeah, you just easily. You were busy stuffing something into your bag, but you look up last moment, just reach out your hand and snap it out of the air. Looks to be a locket. It's currently closed, but it's made of. It's actually made of some kind of dark wood, and seems to have an engraving or etching on the back that says. Where'd my notes go? It just says V plus J on the back.
Aw.
It looks like it opens, but that's just what you see at a
Can
glance.
I open it?
Yeah, you open it up, and you swear for a second you felt something like warm emit from the locket, and there's like a short flash of green light that quickly dies down, and inside is a preserved lily.
Oh. How nice. Don't you want to keep this?
She was just one of many, unfortunately. One of the many women I failed.
Oh, okay.
You're better with it than... You're better off having it than a washed up old man like me.
You're probably right. Asher just puts it away in his own coat pocket. Wherever that is. You know, she died.
I know.
How did he know? I thought you died too. Honestly.
Well, the revenge kept me alive for a bit.
The revenge on what?
The villain who took her from me. Who took Cyanthia from me as well.
Took who? Took two people? Also,
Have you ever
what?
fought a dragon, Asher?
Wait, what?
Have you ever fought a dragon, Asher?
I have fought a dragon. Actually. If that is still canon.
Yes, that's all canon, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I have fought a dragon.
A real dragon. An adult dragon, an ancient one.
Oh no. I just fought a teenager?
Well, maybe once you do, then you can call me a washed up old man. Until then,
You fought a dragon?
it's only for me.
I'm so confused.
I think you called yourself that, not
Well,
Asher.
hey, he said only he can call himself that.
Yeah, and he did.
No one's slinging names. So wait, did a dragon kill Mom? Did a dragon kill two people?
It killed a lot of people.
But Mom.
And I thought I had killed it, but
Would you just not cut its head off?
no, we had taken its heart out. But unfortunately, that's not enough sometimes.
Is it? I actually. How much does Asher know about dragons?
You can do a nature
Have
check.
only one heart? Do they have?
Or actually,
have
it'd be
many-
Arcana.
Like
It'd be
centaurs?
Arcana. Arcana
They
check.
have. Arcana. Oh no.
They
they
are
have
magical,
two, like,
magical
centaurs?
beasts.
Let's learn about Arcana.
I mean, you're sort of trained, right?
A 30.
That's really good.
You're pretty sure if you remove a dragon's heart, that should kill it.
Huh.
Is it undead now?
interesting.
I don't know how it
So-
came back, but it did.
Okay.
And when
Well-
it did, it was angry.
Was that before or after you turned to the black arrows, or were given to them, or however this works?
Well, I took it down a second time, and then I don't know. Life just wasn't the same.
Hmm.
That's why I ended up here.
That's interesting. What about Shillelagh? What's that? What is...
Good Greshy question. I like it.
Well, he mentioned it
He-
before.
He walks a few steps away. Cynthia's daughter. Not mine, mind you.
Okay. I was just like, okay. So is she the other one, out of character, she's the other one that died?
Yes.
Okay. Goodness. I didn't know we had so much in common. Asher says that. I don't know, I didn't know Mom was murdered. I thought it was an accident.
Well, it wasn't. And he starts to walk away.
Why? Well, Asher's just gonna sit in the woods and think about his life now.
All right.
Did I catch that right? Does that make Shillelagh your half sister?
No.
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 They're not
Difference.
related.
Okay.
It's her daughter. It's just his, or other wives' daughter
Right.
who's adopted, who's not my.
But so the woman he's talking about wasn't your mom?
Which woman?
Because I was
Siddharthos.
total.
Siddharthos.
No, not Siddharthas. That's the Buddha.
Ah.
Cynthia?
Cynthia.
She
Yes.
is not my mom.
Oh, okay, okay.
But she was also killed by a dragon. We're learning so much
We
that
are.
I did not know. Cool.
I thought maybe he was your stepdad. Briefly.
Well, maybe we'll find out more. So, let's see. So I'm gonna go back to...
Very brooding.
Alright. Okay, so...
Over here. There I am.
back to this. Alright. Gunn, you fly up the cliffside, and what's the speed on flying? Do we know?
It's your movement speed or 20, whichever is greater
And that's
So-
per action.
per action.
Per
So-
action.
So my speed is
Okay.
30 right now.
Which means, and you're moving upward, which halves your speed. So you'd be doing that
Straight
14,
up, you're
5.
having your speed. Right?
No, any upward movement is half speed. Any downward movement is double speed.
Well, seeing as moving in a... Would that make it... Okay, Pythagoras, don't fail me now. Would that make it faster to move
don't.
all the way over first and then straight up?
No, probably. It's
At
it's
a
not gonna
45
matter
degree
that
angle,
much.
Pythagoras doesn't
square root
exist
of
in this
2.
world. We're not going to worry about it.
which is about 1.4.
Pythagoras was the worst
Times
of the
longer.
wizards.
So, okay. 3 times... sorry, 20 is the speed?
So you'd be moving 1 and
30
then
is the speed for
1.5.
him.
30 is the speed,
So
okay.
2.5. versus
The straightest path between 2 points is the straight line.
1.4 times half.
It's just that's
Which would
how
be
it
2
works.
It is faster.
I'm saying,
They didn't think their math through. It's 2.8 versus 2.5.
I need a diagram.
could you draw this on the map for us
We
so
need
that
a
we can actually
whiteboard for
see this?
everyone.
I mean, it's
If you
not
want-
gonna. I mean, we're doing what's easier for. If you go up, it's half. It's fine. Don't worry about it too much.
Tell you what, then, the upward component should be half.
Is Gunn an expert in geometry?
Does geometry care? if I'm not, does it change my movement speed?
No, he's just gonna move diagonally, presubly. And
The correct answer here
the
is it's
straightest
magic
line.
ain't got to explain shit.
All right.
yeah,
it's
I know
close
this is
enough.
an expert level. This is at least
It's close enough.
it's close
Use some
enough.
proofs.
to the
Sorry, I
same-
just want to
doesn't
know
make
what
a
your
difference, but
roughly
they-
your speed is per minute. That's 90.
I think 450 per.
Yeah,
If it's 30 per round, it'd be 90 per, or
Ni-
30 per
30 per
action,
action,
90
90 per
per
feet.
round,
times 10.
divided in half because you're ascending. So
900 feet going flat or 450 feet when ascending
aye,
per minute.
and then
okay. And you're
double that
flying all
if
the way
you're
up to
descending.
the. You're flying all the way up to the peak. Are you flying straight up to the peak, or
I'm flying up the cliff and then across to the
we're going
stairs,
up and then over.
and then up
So
to the
you-
peak.
all right? Well,
I'm
you
kind
you
of
fly
hugging I'm hugging the mountain. I'm staying close above the mountain
right.
so that if I did fall, other than the part where I'm going straight up the cliff, it wouldn't really, you know.
I mean, you
Trying to
still
be
have
not too
grab
far
a
off the ground.
ledge, Sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it is fairly sheer, but yeah, you do your best to try and hug it as close as you can. So you fly up and away, and as you pass, I guess you go past where the wall would intersect the cliff edge, and then up towards. You can, as you're flying through the rain, you eventually see it, the opening of the top of the stairs. So there's like a little cave entrance that like opens out onto a cliff's edge, and you can see the stairs go into that opening or up and further up the mountain. So you're going to fly up towards the Erie, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you continue flying up
But
towards the
I
Erie.
wanted to check. I wanted to go over the stairs, like above the staircase, for most of the trip, where the staircase is outside the fort,
Okay. Yeah.
so that
You
I can
just
see if there's any. Make sure that's. Are there any ogres manning the stairs?
no, you don't see any ogres in the stairwell. So sorry. Let me see what you're.
There's a point at which the stairwell comes out of the cliff and goes, or out of the cave and goes up the cliff, like open.
Mhm.
From that point on, I wanted to fly up the stairs to the Erie.
Right. Yes. Correct. There's no
As long
ogre
as
at that
there's-
opening, and there don't seem to be any ogres along the path as you go up.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you continue your way up to the Erie, which I believe itself. I said it last time, and I should remember it.
I think it was about 600 total.
I think so.
I want to say it was 120 up the stairs and then another 480 or so. Rest of the way.
Yes. Yes.
So
that's
counting
correct.
all of the slight circuitous route, it might take me a minute and a half
Okay.
to get up there.
We'll
Sounds like-
call it a minute. So out of your how many minutes?
5.
5. Okay. So you have 4 minutes remain.
Or 50 if you want. It's 40 rounds out of 50 rounds left.
Sure.
Okay, well, when I get to the top, I want to perceive.
Okay. So you reach the top, and I can. I'm not gonna really draw that. All right, give me a perception check. So as you reach the eyrie, you can see there are a number of large nests. Same sort of nest you'd expect a small bird to be in, but quite a bit bigger. You could probably look like a king-size bed almost of basically trees and tree branches. They've basically taken like small trees or saplings and uprooted them and laid them out like nests. You see lots and lots of discarded feathers, and many egg shells that it seems like were just left over from the previous hatchlings. And with a 30, you do spot...
I'd like to count the nests that I can see.
Sure. You count the nests, and you see 4 nests in total.
Okay. It sounded like it was going to be more than 10.
No, they're just very large. Yeah, they're kind of... It's kind of this big, large, flat, I guess round-ish platform that just has all these nests laid out on top of it. You look up and all you see is just the open, rainy sky. Many of the eggshells even have those that aren't completely broken up are just filled up with water at this point. And you do see one large unbroken egg in one of the nests, but that's basically it. If there were any eagles left, they're not here.
Okay, plans change. No plan.
I'd say that
survives.
uses probably about a minute to kind of search that.
To search for any sign of eagles, and there are no eagles.
Yeah.
All right. How big is the egg? Can I lift it?
You make your way over to the egg.
Gently.
Yeah, it's like a few feet in size, like maybe 3 feet by 2, kind of. You reach, kneel down and grab hold and lift it up. Yeah, it seems carryable.
Do I have anything I can wrap it in other than? Because if I
Just kind
take
of
my
place
cloak
it
off,
softly back down.
I'll lose invisibility. I'm doing a quick search through my inventory to see if I have anything else that I could take off. I don't think I have. Most of my camping gear is in my tent, and all that is in my in the bag of holding.
Right.
So, all right, can I sort of gently pick it up and then try to cradle it so that my cloak can wrap around it?
Sure, you can kind of wing the cloak over one arm, and it's a little bit awkward to hold that way, but you can do it.
Okay. Then I'm going to immediately fly back down to where Greshy is.
Okay. So yeah, using up about another minute of flight. Minute. Oh, I guess minute and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll actually call that 2 minutes.
Going down. Well, yeah.
Oh, actually, going down
go
should
much
be
faster. But
Yes,
I am
going down
going
should be faster.
carefully. It should be 4 times faster.
I don't know if that's how flying vertically down works.
It is double speed
Is
if
it?
you're descending
Oh, is
versus
it?
ascending.
Okay.
It's half speed if you're going up and double if you're going down, so that's
Aye.
4x.
All right. So we'll call it 1 minute then.
But yeah, because I'm being careful, so I don't want to go too fast
Right.
either.
Don't break the sound barrier there, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, given that it's it's the kind of effortless flight that could be fairly safe. I'll say.
I'll say that the egg is invisible while it's underneath your cloak. As chat points out.
Don't
So
want to just give him.
As you
random
wrap
flying
the
egg.
So
egg around.
that was the purpose. I need to get that egg covered.
Out of curiosity, what is Gunn's orientation when he's flying? Is he just like, woo?
Oh, if I can, I'll go
Just
through.
vertical the whole way. Just imagine him standing upright and just kind of hovering along.
If
Well,
I
It's like the
can,
Iron Man fly.
actually, I'll
He's
actually go down.
he's going the T-man pose the whole way.
If I can, I'll actually go down backwards and like holding the egg on my tummy
Aw.
and using an arm.
Oh, that's actually
The whole
adorable.
Okay,
That's
so try and
nice.
cradle it. Okay. All right. So with some gentle effort, you fly back down to where Greshy is. Greshy, were you gonna do anything while that was going on, or just?
Right now, I'm just hanging out with Phelan, keeping an eye out to see if the ogres start doing anything menacing. But at this point, no. Just trying to stay as dry as can be, relatively speaking.
Greshy, if you're carrying the bag of holding, I don't think this will be a good choice to put in it. So
Oh.
figure out what you can.
So yeah,
I'll take my hands out and place the egg down, trying not to break my invisibility effect.
yeah. So you hear Gunn talking, and an egg emerge beside you.
Did you just steal one of their eggs?
There was nothing else up there left.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I'll be back again,
All right.
and I'm going to
Okay.
fly off immediately to the. I'm going to go around, over like flat over the land to where the waterfall is.
Okay. So you can go ahead and move yourself, I suppose.
Okay, I can do that.
I will take the egg and I'll put it in my little Phelan carrier.
Actually,
just
sorry.
kind
Let's hold on. Let's
Bundle that up a bit.
let me put you back there real quick. We can actually do this
Sure.
in initiative order. That would make sense.
Okay.
That's fair.
Let's.
Should we roll initiative then?
Sure. Roll stealth for initiative.
All right. Stealth. Is this one?
Like nothing's gonna be in initiative order right now, but
Mm-hmm.
other than you guys.
31. There we are.
Just a second. 16.
Sorry, 16.
Yeah.
After the invisibility
Sure,
bonus.
+1. Yeah, +1 from being invisible, +1 from the cloak itself.
We'll have to get that sorted at some point.
Okay. I'll basically skip over Greshy unless
Oh, wait,
Greshy is
15,
doing something specific.
15. I have
Oh,
the.
15?
I have got the
The cloak already included?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
The mod.
15.
Okay, so Greshy, if you want to do anything, you can.
I'm just going to pick up the egg and put it in the little Phelan carrier that I've got strapped to my front side.
All right, you lift up the egg and kind of awkwardly maneuver it into this baby carrier.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically my old backpack before I got the bag of holding. Just happens
Right.
to work very well for carrying Phelan.
I see.
Okay, 19 round. This is you have 19 more rounds of fly. Gun.
Okay. So, first round can get to about here.
I can hold it for you. There you go.
Oh, you got it? All right.
Thanks.
So gun goes flying off. So that's the first round. Greshy, if you're doing anything, let me know. Otherwise,
I'm just going to continue keeping an eye out for ogres and other things in the area that might be threatened. Just
Okay.
trying to maintain stealth where we're at. So
all right. Nothing seems to change from your perspective.
Before I get too far,
Mhm.
if it's my turn again,
Yeah, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna use one action to cast message back at Greshy while I can still see him and say, "Oh, let's meet on the south road." In case we need to run away quickly.
Okay. Greshy, you hear that?
And I know
Obviously
he can't respond.
I cannot respond because I cannot see him to respond to. But
Yeah.
all right. I'm just hearing noises now. This is
Did you
reassuring.
ever tell us that we couldn't respond to you?
I think he did after.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I'm like, Asher
probably.
would just continue to try to respond.
I actually
Oh, so that
like the idea of that.
was
60.
you
You're
used
right, I can
use
do
one
it.
action though,
Okay.
right? So like there or there. Okay.
There's good.
So you fly another 60 feet ahead after casting
Mhm.
message to inform Greshy of your plan. All right, Greshy.
I guess I'm going to start sneaking southward. Just going to check one thing real quick here, because I bet this is not going to go swimmingly. Actually, he's not bad either. Can I ride Phelan and still do stealth checks?
Yes, I would. Yeah, it'd be Phelan doing the sneak in that case.
All right, that's fine. Well, I will mount Phelan, and then we will start making our way southward. I'll spend my action to give him 2 actions to make our way southward, to be specific. And we will move half speed to maintain sneaking movement. And I'll roll his. Where's his?
You don't have to actually roll stealth. It's. I mean, I roll it for you. It's a secret.
Oh,
check.
okay. His modifier is 16.
16. Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we're just making our way through the woods. Very carefully.
All right, you guys sneak your way through the woods. Okay, back to Gunn.
Okay, this seems like a 45-foot visibility, so if I move myself to the edge of that, I can do it twice in a turn.
Yeah.
So there's one, and there's 2.
Okay, so you're just gliding along in the rain.
Yep. Close to the ground.
All right. Top of the next round, Greshy.
Aye, just continue sneaking. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
You
35.
kind of make your way to the edge of the underbrush.
Well, yeah, we're going to actually stop at the edge of this brush here, and we're going to see if we can make it to the next segment, in our next movement.
Okay.
That'll be
Back
it.
to Gunn.
I don't think I have anything else to add with that right here.
1 and 2.
Okay, you continue gliding your way over. And as you do so, you can see... sorry. Whoops. There we go. You can just barely make out 2 ogres standing at the front gates because you're flying pretty low.
Okay.
They're like just in your field of vision.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to just be standing alert with weapons drawn. One of them has a one of those big ogre picks. The other has they seem to have a kind of like a quiver full of spears or lances, like javelin type weapons.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Top of the round, Greshy.
All right, we're going to try and see if we can get far enough across here. I don't think so, though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Puts us there.
Okay.
So
So
we'll have to stop there.
Yeah, you're trying to sneak across this.
Aye, a bit more exposed here, but
Yeah, you're still like out in the open. All right. As you try to run from cover to cover, Gunn.
Okay. Gonna continue to go mostly roundabout. This is like my closest approach to them, so.
Okay. Keep flying close to the ground, passing them by. They don't seem to turn or make notice of you. They're just standing there solemnly at the gates. Top of the round, Greshy.
right. Well,
No one
they haven't
seems
seemed
to
to be
have-
moving on me. Can I see any movement of ogres near me at all?
You need to do a perception check as an action.
I will do that.
Okay. And pick a direction or.
Oh, sorry. We're going to
You can
look.
either pick a
we'll
cone
look.
or an area, I guess.
We'll look more eastward or westward. Excuse me, the left
Westward.
side.
Okay.
Military east. In that direction, and that was a total of 30.
Okay. 30. Through the rain, you don't see anything. You can just barely make out one of those two guards.
But they don't seem to be
standing
moving
at the
all.
gates, but they don't seem to have noticed you. They don't seem to be moving. Actually, you can also just barely make out one ogre atop one of the battlements there.
Okay. Well, as long as none of them seem to be moving, I will continue making my way south. So I'll command Phelan to move some more, and he will
Okay.
continue sneaking.
Oops. All right.
15,
Continue
20,
sneaking through the
25,
bushes.
30, 35, 40, and hope to actually take Greshy along with him. There we are.
All right.
So we are back in the forest.
Dashing away through the forest. Gun.
Okay. Move here,
Okay.
and then move here.
Oh, the eagles again.
All right. You fly past the.
Let the egg see.
Someone picks.
Cover your eyes.
You fly closer to what is a kind of large pond where the waterfall is pouring into. The bodies are still piled up high. You see a few mushrooms sprouting out of the dirt. And the river runs red with their blood. Greshy.
Well, we'll keep sneaking our way along. That way.
Mushroom blood.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Delicious sauce.
Actually, I think that's 30. 35, 40. And we're here, still in the middle of the forest here.
Okay.
Bit of the woods.
Gun. You have 13 rounds of flight remaining.
And I'm going to fly over the water
Okay.
to about here.
All right. You fly over the pond towards the waterfall. There's a lot of mist here as the water splashes into the lake or pond or stream, whatever this is. I don't know geography words well enough, apparently. All right. New round, Greshy.
Alright, we'll continue sneaking. Why not? Seems to be working
Alright.
out so far.
Assuming that you're not doing anything
5,
crazy, I'll pan away while you're doing that.
13,
Gun.
13, 14.
So, can I search from here, or maybe I'll,
Yes, you can try to search from there. It is you pick. So when you do a seek action, you choose either a 20-foot radius burst to look at, or you choose a I want to say a 60-foot cone, and then you roll a perception check.
Okay, well, I think I'll take a move action to go
And each seek is one action to do.
15, 20. I think I'll go to right about here,
Okay, you fly close
One
up
action.
towards the waterfall,
and I'll
about
I'll
as
do
close as
the,
you can get before you start
yeah.
getting splashed on.
I'll do the burst type seek.
Okay.
And I guess well, how much of a cone would I hit? Could I cover from here to here, this whole wall?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay.
And that's perception, you say?
Yeah, that'll be a perception.
I want to add my fate points to that.
All
We're
right.
gonna find this, damn it.
So that'll be a
Wanna
plus
find
9 as you say a little prayer to yourself for
myself.
Rastal's favor.
I'm a
favor.
rivet-
Oh.
no.
Well,
And
you
I'm-
say it to yourself, but it's
Oh,
okay. You say
okay.
it to a Rastal. I don't know.
Now, what about using a hero point on that? Would that lose the plus 9?
No, it wouldn't lose the plus 9.
All right, let's do that.
Don't get a 1, oh no.
So for the listening audience, you rolled a natural 2.
Hey, natural 2 becomes a natural 18.
All right. Okay, you scan. So you're basically scanning the north side of the the pond's edge, where it connects
down,
with the wall.
down to the waterfall. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're watching extremely carefully, trying to spot any sign of hidden doorway, secret wall, anything like that. You're pretty convinced that it's not there.
Okay. In that
So to make
case,
that clear, you let me draw a confirmation of the area you were scanning. It's something like that, right? Oh, whoops! I'm on the GM layer. 1 sec. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
yeah.
As long as
Yeah,
that's. Yep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're pretty confident that it's not against the wall anywhere over there.
Okay. So then it's another action to do another
Correct.
section.
Yes.
Okay. Then the next part that I would do would be. Like
Oh, it's
this.
30-foot cone or 15-foot burst. Okay.
The next section I would do would be like directly behind the waterfall itself.
Okay. So
So if I have to, I'll go into the waterfall, although that's a little bit risky. And like start feeling for the.
it's
if
up
it's-
to you. It'd be an action to move over to the waterfall or like into the
Oh,
waterfall.
that's true. Next
Yeah.
round we'll do that. So right now I'm just gonna perceive.
Okay, and Kind Erastil has given you 4 points.
Right, quick there.
Wow, that was quick. Let's use those as well. So +4 on this roll, which becomes a 30.
30.
Nice
okay.
round 30.
So you scan the waterfall itself, and you can see about 10 feet off the pond's surface.
I was
There
going to say that's what we heard specifically. It was 10 feet above the.
there
ground
is
or the water.
an entrance into some kind of cavern.
Is it open?
It is open. So here, let me kind of do that. And you can see just barely inside. There's some kind of cavern back there.
Okay. Well, that's my full round.
Okay. Top of the round, Greshy.
I'm not doing anything exciting. Still making my way over to the.
Okay, you're just
the, road.
carefully moving along your way. Gun.
Okay. I'm going to fly inside
Okay, you
and see what I can see.
you fly inside. So as you pass through the water, you enter a actually rather dark and spacious cavern. So I would actually need to like drop your vision a lot.
Okay.
Call that something like that. You're only getting whatever light you can see from bits of light that you can see through the waterfall. There's moss covering the ground around where the entrance to the fall is, and there you can see small mushrooms perking up out of the moss. Up ahead, it looks like a large rock with more mushrooms on it. Yeah, that's what you initially see.
Okay.
From where
But
you're
nobody's here.
No, it doesn't look like anybody's here.
Is there water on the ground or stone?
It's all stone, but it looks pretty slick with mist, basically.
Right.
Mist is kind of filling up this whole chamber.
Okay.
Feels
I'm gonna
very
take a
damp.
Second action and go over to the rock and examine it carefully.
Okay, you fly over to the rock, and looking at it as carefully as you can, it seems like there's these small single stem mushrooms. That the stem is really quite tall, and it's got like a little flat top. There's just tons of them, small, all over it. You can also see that it looks like the cavern continues up to the north, which is to your right, basically.
Cavern continues as in there's another
It just looks like there's a
there's
passageway,
another
some
opening?
kind of tunnel. Yeah,
Okay. Let me
but
pick
it's
the
pretty
mushrooms.
dark in here.
Or let me pick one of the largest available mushrooms.
Okay, yeah, you just reach down and you can just kind of like grab a couple.
Okay. That would probably be my third action. Two
Yeah, that'd
moves
be your
and a
third action.
collecting Mushrooms.
Okay, Greshy, if you want to do stuff, you can.
Nothing special.
Okay, you're just hiding out in the bushes waiting for a sign. Gun.
Okay. I'm gonna spend one action flying over here. Do these mushrooms look different than the other mushrooms?
Yes, they do look a bit different. They are a bit more red in color, a bit more full.
Are they growing out of anything in particular, like a corpse?
No, they don't seem to be growing out of any corpse. There's just a bunch of moss here on the ground that they're growing out of.
I'll brush at it a little bit, and if nothing comes away,
Yeah, nothing
I'll
seems to
pick
happen.
another mushroom I'll pick another one of these mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah, you pick a red mushroom.
Okay. And then I will exit the waterfall again.
Okay, you fly out through the waterfall.
5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, they're right about here.
Okay, so you emerge from the other side of the waterfall, damp, but you have a bunch of mushrooms in your cloak. Greshy, if you're doing anything, otherwise is Gunn's turn. Oops.
I am sneaking to the road.
Yeah, sorry. Let me fix your vision as you've emerged from the waterfall.
Sure.
I think I did something like that. There you go.
Okay. 45. 45.
Sorry, I'm laughing
Going-
at chat. All right, yeah, you fly south along the cliff edge, taking yourself away from the ogres. Another round passes. Gun, your turn.
I'm just leaving
Here's-
at this point and meeting Greshy at the. I'm gonna look for him on the road. There we. Oh, I've overshot the road, but anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So not too long from now, your flight runs out as you glide to the road, reuniting with Greshy and taking off your cloak.
Hi, you found it?
Yes, and I'll show him the mushrooms. Do these look familiar to you? They're the only thing, and there's a chamber
Okay.
where these were growing, and then there was another passage continuing on.
Well, I suppose you know that they're mushrooms, so you're more wondering what kind. May I do an inspection and see if I can determine?
Of course.
Sure. Yeah. Nature check for each of them.
In
So
fact,
nature check on the first one, the red one. We'll actually go with the red one first.
Okay.
Ooh, that's only an 18.
Go ahead and roll the second one as well.
Oh, sure. And the second one? Much better. That's a 32 on the second one.
Okay. 32 on the second one.
So the second one was the rock. The first
second
one was
one
the
was the-
red one.
oh, okay,
It's the way that I was originally saying in order, and then I changed
Gotcha.
it. I wanted to check the red one first.
gotcha.
Okay. So the red one seems to just be some kind of variant of Amantia, or Amanita. Amanita. It's Amanita, isn't it? Pretty common mushroom. Shouldn't maybe toxic to eat, but not toxic to touch or anything.
Okay.
The other. Sorry. Yeah. Both of these you would know what both of these are. The other is who do I know what this is called? It's just another small common kind of mushroom that does in fact grow on rocks.
Is it edible?
That one is edible, yes.
All right. Oh. Now that's a stew or something later. But neither of them seem to be any particular, unusual, strange sort of variant that I could tell.
Yeah, they just they thrive in moist conditions and like dark places.
All right. Well, if you'll permit me, when we get back to camp, let's just show Asher this, and then claim that's all we found. Just for funsies. Not claim. Actually, not claim that's all we found. Just say like, well, what did you find anything? Oh yeah, we found this mushroom. That's.
All right. Okay.
Play some pranks on Asher.
Yeah.
Asher just went through an emotional journey, but we don't know that, so we're just gonna play some pranks when we get back. See how he likes it. Oh sure. Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the camp. By this point, Asher and the others have already returned. I'll give you a sec, Charlotte, if you want to say anything or do anything here. When you return, Shirlelu is already back, prepping some rations by the fire. Jakardris and Kib are off in the back corner. Jakardris is just kind of slowly petting Kib, and has his eyes closed, or eye closed, rather.
Well, they could both be closed. Ash just walks up and jabs him in the eye. No. Just like, what happened to your eye? No. Starts asking 8 million questions. And Ash is gonna come in and walk over to Jakardros. Say, hey.
Hey.
Oh my god. So mopey. Listen. I don't want you feeling like you owe me anything, and we don't need to act like we're family. I know that, you've had a bunch of... You left really early, and, you liked women, hung out with women, you had lots of loves, fine, whatever. We don't have to pretend this is more than it is. I don't have a grudge or anything.
Stepdad.
He looks up at you. You're right.
Cool.
Well, we may not be family, but hopefully we can at least be allies for now. Is that fine with you?
Well, I mean, we're still family, but, we're just... You don't have to make up for lost time.
All right, sounds like a deal.
Cool. Good.
Asher already knows how to throw a ball.
I do. I taught myself. It's not very good. The trees don't throw back, but,
Knows his way around a sawmill.
that is
Kib.
true.
Kib
Pretty good
walks
with
over
fishing.
walks over to you and does the cat thing of like rubbing his like side against your leg.
Oh, I want to pet the cat. I want to pet the cat.
Yeah, you kneel down and pet Kib.
Oh man, how old is Kip? Do they live that long?
Yeah, I don't think I know Kib. Do I know
No,
Kib?
no, you don't know Kib.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, I don't.
No.
I wasn't that old.
Kib is a new addition. That sounds like.
Like, was Kib a little kitten, and I was like,
Kib doesn't normally take to strangers that well, so.
I don't know. I guess I'm not too much of a stranger. Do we have any features in common? Could I say, like, we have the same eyes?
Yeah, you've got the same eyes.
Oh,
Sure.
it's
Well,
Similar
one eye
eyes.
at least. Not sure about the other one.
Like, our
I'm
eyes
sorry.
are-
I apologize. It's actual dad. Oh,
Yeah, it's my actual dad.
bio dad. There we go.
Bio dad. And cat.
Well, he
And I think it's the same eye, if I remember.
Yeah, at least one of my eyes was the same. I don't know
Mhm.
about the other.
Hard to tell.
Well, he stands up and, well, at least I can help get this food prepped.
Yeah. I guess I caught a bunch. Shalala caught a bunch. We should do
All right, so you all make your way over to go to prepping the food that you all found, and sometime later, Gunn and Phelan return, all soaking wet, and Greshy as well. Him too.
No, we've lost Greshy. He's gone for forever now.
What you guys are all wearing winter clothes?
Well,
Yes.
I am at least.
Okay. So it is. You do feel quite cold being this soaked, but it doesn't cause any damage to you thanks to your winter clothes.
I can also warm us a bit with prestidigitation if need be to get us dry a bit faster, but
But yeah, once
Get
you
used to the
enter the
terrain.
cave, you hop off Phelan and immediately just kind of prestidigitate the water off.
Okay.
just in the most fabulous manner, just it's
So,
all gone.
Everyone, gather around, see what we found. It's
that. Oh boy.
Phelan does
It
the
is?
shake.
this, and I pull out a mushroom.
Ah. Do I know what that mushroom is?
Nature check, I guess.
I hope I fail and think it's cool. Oh, a
There's the nat
natural 20.
There's the nat 20.
Damn it.
You are so
Which mushroom was
familiar with
that?
this mushroom. Yeah, which one did you bring
Sausage and
out?
mushrooms.
Yeah, which mushroom did you hold out? Or are you just holding out, like, all of them?
The red one. The red one looks cool.
The red one. Okay. Yeah, Asher, you've had some unfortunate accidents where you've eaten this mushroom before and haven't felt so good after.
Oh, Gunn, I would not eat that. You're gonna get a stomach ache if you eat that. I hope you didn't plan on eating that.
Well, he thought it was dinner, so
You didn't eat them already.
Well,
I mean, some time in the cave, I guess he got bored. I don't know how to do this, Gunn.
I will
Was
go
this
dig a hole
was that funny?
for Gunn, so he will not be embarrassed.
Phelan,
Well,
while you guys
okay,
are
we
talking,
also found-
Phelan
we found
walks
the-
up and wedges himself in between Vale and Caven. He just kind of flumps in and...
we're lucky he didn't just shake and.
Oh,
Well,
he
he
did,
did-
but he did it
Fire.
at the entrance of the cave.
Yeah,
he was,
he shook at the entrance of the
If he
cave.
if he turns into puppy form while he's soaking wet, does all the water just suddenly like flop down to the ground?
yeah, that's a good question.
It might shrink with him.
I don't know. It'd be kind of funny for him to just shrink and then suddenly there's a minor flood.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of what I was figuring.
Hey there, big guy. Vale just kind of rustles his fur. Phelan just kind of woof, and lies down.
Well, more importantly, that mushroom was inside the cave, which is right where you said it would be. Directly behind the waterfall, 10 feet up.
Perfect.
And, unfortunately, there was nothing left above with the eagle's nest, except for one egg.
An egg.
Yes.
I'll pull it out of my
I mean-
bag. The old egg that.
An orphan.
Yeah, it's a large gray egg with like blue speckles.
Hmm. Not really sure what to do with it. I've never raised a rock before, but
Is there any way to figure out how to care for
Well,
an
the-
egg?
or an eagle before. Or, excuse me.
The first thing is it needs to be warmed, probably. It's had no one sitting on it,
That's a good
but
point.
not too warm. We don't want to cook. Cook it.
I'm going to go over to Phelan and kind of nestle it against him.
Oh.
Okay.
Just kind of tuck it in against his fur and his body.
Caven kind
Use
of
that as heat.
walks out of the way and
Don't go too
Set
far,
the egg.
Caven.
no,
There's
he just,
any
he just
chance-
circles around to the other side.
If there's any chance of this eaglet surviving, we're gonna have to keep it warm until it hatches, and then figure it out from there. And that's as far as I could get.
Well,
I have a weird question. It's not weird. Maybe this is a roll I'll have to do. But if you put something in like one of those magic spaces, like the extra dimensional space,
Mhm.
is it kind of like frozen in time? Or would the egg like sit there and rot and die? Or what is the knowledge regarding that?
Ooh, Arcana, maybe? I think Arcana. Knowledge
It's
about a
bad
magical
stuff
space.
happens if you go in the bag of holding yourself.
Well, it's not.
We get
It's not
to-
the bag of holding.
we get into some awkward questions when we try to determine whether an egg is alive or not when you put it in the bag. So
I'm gonna use my points to figure this out because I actually wanna. I don't want my iffy information.
Okay,
Oh,
so +5.
Let's see. Ooh, a 9. What did I have for?
You had 5, so
That's 20. Oh, 24.
okay. And this is it in regards to a particular sort of space, or
What would the space be? Let me double check.
yeah, if you were
Extra
to put in
dimensional space is all it says.
okay, extra dimensional space. It's just like any other space. I mean, there wouldn't be any oxygen there, so it wouldn't necessarily rot per se. But if this egg, you don't know how long this egg has been cool, and if it stays cold too long, the chick will surely die if it's
Okay.
not already.
So it would be technically just like sitting in a closet.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
is there a way I could determine whether the chick is still alive in the egg?
Yeah, medicine check.
All right.
I had an idea too. I should have done this as soon as I found it, but I didn't think about it.
That's a 27 total.
27.
I will lay on hands that egg.
It's a thought.
Okay. Greshy, you like lay the egg against Phelan and are like listening to it carefully, and trying to like hope that there's some life left in this
In
poor
fact-
egg.
In fact, I will triple lay on hands that egg. I will
You're
pump
gonna-
everything I've got into the egg.
all right. So the chick does seem to still be alive, but only barely. Yes. And Gunn just walks up and lays hands on it.
Yeah, 3 times.
Okay.
I feel like it's a bit unnecessary, but all right.
This baby's gonna be healthy.
I mean, at some point I
Uh,
That's a
feel like
lot
it's
of
just-
that's a lot of positive energy.
You're just trying to channel as much positive energy as you can into this. Give me a religion check.
Can do. 23.
23. Okay. So pumping as much positive energy as you can into this egg. The channeling thoughts and prayers. Well, in this case, with thoughts and prayers and a literal godlike being on your side, you manage to pump this thing with so much healing energy. The outer layer of the shell starts to like kind of fortify itself. You watch as any kind of like small imperfections start to kind of heal over, and the egg becomes shinier and brighter in color. And Greshy, you can feel the chick moving around a bit more inside the egg.
Oh, you did pretty good there, Gunn. Appreciate that. I think you might have a chance now.
Just wish I'd thought of it sooner.
That's all right. I think you did good. I think we did good here. So might be able to bring the giant eagles back to Fort Rannick when we clear it out finally.
You need 2 eagles for that.
Aye, but if we have one who's already friendly, they might be able to find a mate later.
Hmm.
Bring it back.
What are we
I'll have
gonna
to
do
see.
with the egg while we ransack the fort?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather not leave it here. I'd rather not leave Phelan here to take care of it, but that's an option. I can bring it with me, but that means I'm now carrying an egg, which is not a great place to keep children. At least that's what I'm told. But I think it comes with us.
'Cause I have a space I can carry it. I just can't keep it warm in the space.
I can keep it next to my body, and I've got enough prestidigitation that I can
Oh,
keep it warm.
You know that it's 3 feet by 2 feet, right?
The egg is?
Yes.
How did I carry it before? Is it really that big?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, well, I don't know how I carried it before then.
It's like the size. Well, I mean, that's not huge. That's like the
It's not
size
gigantic.
That's about the size of my kid.
What's its bulk?
Well,
It's hot. That's a 3-year-old.
It's probably like
size.
3 bulk, is my guess.
you know, that's actually a good question. Can I carry 3 bulk? I can. I can carry 3 bulk. Well,
That is a big egg.
I'm going to be hauling around an egg for a bit. Be a proud mama.
Well,
We could
if
also keep
if
it
that
in
egg really means so much to you, one of us could stay here with it.
You think you can keep it warm?
I would trust Shillelagh with it.
But of course, I could keep it warm if you want. It seems more dangerous for you to be taking it out into battle potentially.
I agree with you there. I just didn't want to leave it here alone. So, if you're comfortable sitting this out, then you can watch it.
What was Shillelagh's goal? She said when she came here. Was she looking for Jakardros? I'm gonna think about this. In character.
Sure, yeah, you can think about that in character. In I guess intelligence check is that what you want from?
Sure, maybe. I mean, it'd be.
If you want a
insight
GM
or-
answer.
Yeah, it would be insight or.
You know, I could just ask
Oh
her.
yeah, sure. Perception actually, yeah.
24 to try and. I'm looking at her body language too and seeing if like she's upset about that or if she seems to have already found and trying to remember what she said.
Yeah, so you do remember her saying that she came because she heard that the black arrows were in danger. You've overheard these bits and seen some kind of interactions between Shillelagh and Chikardra, so you've intuited that they clearly know each other. You can safely guess that it must have been him that she was looking for.
Okay.
And as far as like being left out of the fight, she seems like she's willing to make the sacrifice if you guys think you'll be okay.
Yep.
Like she thinks it'll be more dangerous for you guys to go into battle with this egg and worry about the egg,
Right.
that rather than like getting the job done.
Right. And that is probably correct. So,
We can tie Caven to the sides of the cave. Put the egg under him.
I don't trust Caven with an egg.
Curl Caven around the egg.
I don't
Yes.
trust Caven near the egg, in fact.
Put him far away from the egg.
That's why he's coming with us. He's going to do us what he can to help us take the fort back and prove himself to be not the terrible person of character that he's shown himself to be so far.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, and try not to run this time.
he's like trying to say something, but he can't really come up with anything.
Mm-hmm. You're not
Oh,
gonna like
yeah.
it if you do. That's all I have to say.
Well, as long as you guys don't mind the loss in strength, then I'm certainly happy to take care of this thing. If it keeps you all safe.
It needs to be taken care of. However we take care of it, it needs to be taken care of.
Oh god, I didn't see the egg on the screen.
It's quite a big egg.
The egg.
All right. Well, so now that we know where the place is to get into, how do you think we get in? should I try building the wall? Do you think they'll notice?
Cock that up. Oh well.
Rip. Do you think they'll notice the giant wall being built alongside the cliffside?
I don't know. It's
I'm-
it's dark.
It's a bit gloomy right now, and I don't expect it to get any better tomorrow. That might be lucky. Well, unlucky, I guess, in this case. But it's pretty
How long
gloomy
does
out
it
there.
Take to build.
I can do it in a few seconds. It's just more of a... I'm forming stone. A lot of stone. All of a sudden, I'm worried about the sound it might make.
What about trying it? I was gonna say at night. Does the heavy rain help?
The heavy rain won't do a thing for it. I think it was pretty loud though earlier, wasn't it? Gunn? I think that might
Yeah,
have
it was.
impeded them being able to see, well, see me at least. They didn't seem to notice me scampering along the edge of the woods there. So it might be okay.
Possible, yeah. I think that's somewhat the best plan. Sneaking, since it's very open.
It'll protect us from as we sneak up on it without being seen again. As we get close to the cave, we just then have to get into the cave without being seen, which I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but
So it's,
actually,
How do we do that? Do we just
I have an idea how we...
climb over? Swim?
It was 10 feet up, you said?
10 feet
Gunn?
up off of the surface of the pond. But it's covered by the waterfall, so if we could get behind the waterfall, we might be able to climb the wall without being seen.
the slippery wall.
And waterfalls are noisy.
Yeah, it was pretty noisy when you
I've
were
got
close
a
to the
couple
waterfall.
of...
They had placed more guards upon the battlements, and they had spear chuckers in the ogres manning the gates. So they ramped up the guards noticeably, but they were not focused on the south wall or the cliff in any way that I could see.
I can create a wall. I can increase the mist around the waterfall and make it harder for them to see us.
How long?
Then we just have to... The mist lasts about a minute. So
How long does the stone last?
it's permanent once I make it.
Okay.
It'll stay. Well, let me double check that. I might be lying.
Yeah,
Also, it's
I
permanent.
think it's permanent, but
I'm pretty sure it is, but now all of a sudden I doubted myself.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's creation, so it just stays there.
It's permanent. So I'm not worried about the wall staying. It's just once we get there, I can increase the mist. We just need to get into the cave, which 10 feet up. How did the rock wall look climbable at all, or do you think it's something where we need assistance?
I didn't look at it with that in mind.
Okay. Well, again, the more spells I have to cast, the more expensive it is. We're at 2 right now, which is not too bad. I can give us the ability to climb better, but for each person I have to cast that on is more expensive.
You can't make like stairs.
I could. I might also be able to find a way to tunnel into it on its own, but I don't know how far away it is from the pool's edge where the rock wall ends to the actual opening. So how far did you say that would be, Gunn, from the pool's edge from the south?
From the pool's edge, probably 20 feet, maybe 30.
That's going to be very expensive, but I could tunnel us there.
I mean, we could just try climbing. All of us are pretty experienced outdoorsmen. What about you
Yes.
guys?
Do you think the wall's a good climbing wall, or I'm worried it's too slick with all the water?
Waterfalls tend to be pretty slick and smooth.
Depends on how far away the entrance is from the waterfall, though.
How far away from the cliff was the waterfall hitting?
I mean, it was
Was there like
Was it a couple feet out? Was it
maybe
vertical,
a foot
like,
out.
maybe a foot out?
Yeah.
We'd be hugging
Okay.
it pretty close then.
Could try and climb.
Well, I'd rather have some backup plans just in case. That's my only concern.
yeah, one person falls, they get washed downstream,
They're dead.
they get seen by the ogres. Well, actually no, you play dead. They'll just figure it was one of the corpses from the pile getting washed away, probably.
Either that or they'll just beat it into mush just to make sure.
Was the current that strong?
Was it?
Perception retroactively for Gunn.
Yeah, well, I didn't really look at it, and I was flying, so I didn't go in the water. So I couldn't tell you.
All right.
But likely not, given how wide the river is versus how the waterfall sounds like it's not all that big of a waterfall if it's only a foot away from the cliff.
All right.
In
Well-
all the movies I've seen, the waterfalls hit the bottom, and then there's a nice pool that the heroes fall over and climb out of.
Well, but there's also little rocks spread about, so there's a bit of danger, but they never hit any of those rocks.
Yeah.
It's always like spiky rocks out.
So we're already at the
Yeah.
bottom.
only in Critical Role do you splat on the rocks at the bottom.
Well, we're gods. What could happen?
We're gods. We're literal gods.
All right. Well, in this case, then, if you think we can climb reasonably well, can you get Kib up there, Skardros?
Should be, well, I could just leave Kip behind. Otherwise, Kip can probably manage, right, boy?
Kid could sit on the egg.
Kip looks up and then looks down. We can make it work.
Doesn't seem that impressed with the idea. All right. Well,
Kind of like the tunneling plan, but
that's expensive again.
is it
if
2 spells or 1 spell?
if it's 30 feet, it's going to be 3 spells.
Ooh.
If it's 30 feet, if it's more than that, it's going to be 4 spells, and
It
we're talking.
shouldn't be.
Does it leave
More
a
than
trail
30 feet.
behind?
Well, it creates a tunnel, and there's going to be the. If I'm tunneling, I'm going to be leaving the roughage from behind. But if
Is
we're
it-
tunneling from the actual tunnel I'm going to make, it should be fine. They're not going to see it.
Is it pass wall or is it?
No, I don't know how to do pass wall. I can shape stone enough to get it out
Shape
of the
stone.
way, but the stone's going to have to go someplace, so we'll have to, string about the trail on the way there, and then we've now made another tunnel into
And if it
this.
falls in the water, that's the kind of thing they would hear.
Aye, but the idea is we'd be going through the wall
I mean, if the
itself.
stone that you shape out of the way
Mhm.
falls into the water,
They might hear that.
Yeah.
So the one most critical failure part that could possibly happen is that the ogres notice that the wall is different, go over, give it a little smash, see the hole we dug out, and know that something's afoot.
If it makes you feel better, the wall, if everything goes correctly, the wall's not going to be exactly easy to break. It's stone.
Mhm.
It's not super thick stone, but it's still made of stone. So it's not just something they're going to knock on and be like, oh,
hey, that's
easy
hollow.
So-
entrance.
Is it going to be a completely closed off tunnel? So not just the top, the other end is closed off too.
The intention I
waterfall.
have is to build it vertically from the ground and then lean it into the existing cliff wall.
So there's an opening near the waterfall.
The idea is, yes, there'd be an opening in the south where we'd enter, and then there'd be an opening in the north where we'd exit. And along the way, we wouldn't be able to be seen because there'd be a strange wall in the way.
So
that
in that
looks like
case,
the
an
cliff wall.
ogre could just kind of walk around and in and see.
Aye.
Let's rest and let's plan to use the stone wall, the shape stone, and the mist.
Yeah, I definitely like
cover our-
those two.
Well, the mist is unnecessary for shaping the stone because we're going through the cliffside.
Well, no, I mean like doing the first initial so we can walk, then the mist, and then the idea of like possibly climbing up.
Well, the mist would be there to hide us if we climb. If we're going through the wall, I'm not going to worry about the mist.
Let's try going through the wall.
You really want to go? You really think that's a better idea? Like I said, it's expensive.
I still think there's the potential that they would find the hole. First.
Isn't our plan to rest inside? We should try not to leave a trail behind if at all possible.
The rangers don't want to leave a trail.
All right, then let's go with the stone wall, and then the mist.
All right. Stone wall and mist. I think we can do that. Should not be a problem.
Asher, what kind of boots do you have again?
My boots of bounding.
Bounding. Is that good for jumping?
It is good for jumping, yes, and running. Let's read about its jumping abilities. It's high jump. Boots give you +5 to speed and a +2 item bonus to athletics checks to high jump and long jump. In addition, when you use the leap action, you can move 5 feet farther, and if jumping up, 3 feet higher.
I think we could probably, in the worst case, one person go in, tie a rope to the rock.
And I
And-
feet on.
That's fair.
And then bring everyone in that way.
Oh,
I can-
right. Once somebody's up there, they can just lay a rope down. Ah, you're a genius, Gunn. Says Vale.
Been waiting for us to realize this for a long time.
I thought about it briefly. I was like, I don't know.
Alright. Then let's rest tonight and try and get there.
All right.
All right. So, you guys rest up. That shifts the date over to Oath Day. It is Oath Day, Neth the 7th, 4707 AR. You all wake up. Cool.
All right. Do some
So
preparation?
it is currently, it would usually be where we end our session. Do you guys want to attempt to get into the waterfall today, or do you want to save it for next week?
Yes,
up to you
I want
guys.
to.
I am fine with today.
Let's do it.
All right.
I want in.
It's not enough action otherwise. We're only. At
We got
2
story. It's
actions.
fine.
We're only at 2 actions.
Well, I
Oh,
think
that's
true.
true. We need our
true.
third
Yeah.
action for the day.
fail.
Sorry, what did you say, Charlotte?
I'm ready to like absolutely fail. Like we all roll once.
All right. So our party, with a new plan in mind, to leave Shalelu behind at the cave. She's kind of like swaddled the egg in her own, in like her sleeping furs, and like rested over by the fire. All right. Well, you guys don't come back dead, okay?
We wouldn't come
Well,
back.
if we're
be
dead,
sure
I don't
of
think
that.
we're coming back at all.
Yep.
But
Yeah, high
Fair
five,
point.
Greshy.
Well, things that die don't always stay dead.
Oh my god, that's
you know,
true.
she's not wrong.
So,
Sure has a flashback to his conversation yesterday.
Maybe she knows something about it. Not that I know anything about it.
all right. Good luck.
Mental note to question her.
All right.
All right, and the party makes their way out.
it.
What are you guys taking? Are you taking any horses? Guess this is some overnight sleeping, so cave in, get some more health back.
I am quickly prepping my spells, but I'm not planning to take anything other than what I've got on me already.
This plan doesn't use that many spells, so let's
shit.
let's plan to return that day.
I'm
Left.
trying to go with a bit of a broader spectrum of
Mhm.
things, but there's still some spells I want to prepare. So
Well, I'll stay here. If you guys don't come back in, what, 4 days' time, I'll try and go get help.
Sounds good. Take the egg with you.
I think
I
I'll
don't leave the
change
egg.
my spell list today too.
Okay, so you guys adjust your spells. Let me go ahead and warp you all over. Huddle up, so I can copy paste.
Huddle up for warp time. All right, I've got the third one prepared. Unfortunately, some of these I didn't have in my sheet yet, so I have to add them real quick. It's taking a minute. Searing Mist.
Okay. All right. I think that's everybody set up. Maybe not. Let me check. That looks fine. That looks fine. You left Shillelagh behind. Okay. Alright, so you guys arrive again, this time from... Ooh. Come on, Roll20, let's go. Alright. You arrive this time from the southern path, taking refuge in some trees. Or are you trying to go along the cliffside, I guess?
I imagine we'd be trying to hug the cliffside pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me slowly move you guys across as I fail to select some people. Alright. Over here. Alright. Is everybody done with their spell selection?
Just
Yep.
about.
I'm gonna run Detect Magic and Shield today.
Alright.
They only cantrips, but they'll be useful.
Most.
And what
That means
does...
no messages, though.
Once Greshy is done, I'd like to hear what you've prepared.
Just checking one last thing. Sure. Okay, so first spell slots, or first level, my cantrips are light, detect magic, prestidigitation,
Or
ray of
you've got
frost, and...
Detect Magic. Oh,
Oh, did you already have that?
or I
Right.
can switch to.
Why don't you
Divine
take
Lance.
message back? Or something else.
Yeah, I'll go with Attack and Defense. There we go.
Sounds good. And yeah, electric arc and ray of frost for attack spells. I've got first level is acidic burst, air bubble, and featherfall. It's always useful to have that just in case somebody decides to take a tumble. Second level, I have create food, spider climb, and obscuring mist. Third level, I have slow, fear heightened up to third level, and cup of dust. Fourth level is all heals all the time. And fifth level, I have summon elemental and wall of stone.
Okay. Alright. So,
Good mixture of things.
you guys sneak your way over to the southern cliff side near Fort Rannick. The rain is coming down hard, just as hard as it was yesterday, and it's interspersed with thunder strikes in the distance. There we go.
Nice.
So, here's a. Do you think it's? I think this is probably worth using some amount of invisibility today for me to go keep an eye on the ogres while you work on the wall and make sure they haven't seen us.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, the wall's going to be pretty quick, so really just keep an eye out, and if they react, then we've been spotted already.
Fair enough. All right, let's do the wall.
Alright, so... I am going to sneak forward so I can actually see... I'm going to try and sneak up to the rock up here,
Okay.
if I can.
And is Phelan big or small?
Is that
Oh, he'd be
I don't-
small, and I'd be just walking on my own.
Okay.
grab Greshy? Can you do it from here?
I need to be able to see where I'm building. I can't quite see around the corner here. I'm trying to get us as close as I can.
All right.
I'll be quiet. I've snuck around before. Sneaking around since before you were born.
All right.
So.
You tear your your sleeve away from Gunn and sneak on over. What's your bonus to stealth?
I believe mine is 14. Let me double check. 14.
Okay.
This is when they roll natural 20s. Did they roll natural 20s?
Nah, you're fine. Okay, yeah, you sneak
Hey.
forward.
Well, so I
yeah,
will sneak to here.
All right, you sneak up to another boulder that's kind of blocking line of sight to the north. You can just barely make out. It looks like there's two guards at the gate, but you can't see them super well.
And that's fine. All right. Well, let's do this. I'm going to harness some energy and then slowly start to bring the wall up. And the path will be approximately from...
You want to just draw it out?
I can draw it.
Yeah.
I can just draw it. So...
And it goes on
the
edges of
intended
spaces.
So... Can it go diagonals?
Yeah. I mean, you
Across
just
squares?
draw
Okay.
draw it as a line. That's fine. However you want. You can use the
So,
polyline or you
it'll
can
be-
freehand it. I don't care.
Polyline. That's good. So it'll be something like this. So about here. Kind of down a bit further. Trying to hug as much as I can without getting too tiny.
And I think once you're done, press escape so that we can actually see it. We can't see it as you're drawing it.
Oh, that's fair.
So Greshy waves his hands, and stone starts to shoot up out of the ground slowly. I see. Yeah, you're covering the entire cliffside basically, from where the party
and
is
as part of
all
it,
the way
I
up
would-
to around the corner. Sorry,
As part
yeah,
of it, I would bend the stone in towards the cliff wall, so the top would be covered as well.
Okay.
So it'd be effectively a tunnel. It's not connected, unfortunately, but it's still effectively a tunnel and blocks vision while we're inside.
Right. Okay. And
How far out over the
blocks-
water could you go?
I'm actually not sure I could do it over the water.
What
I
about if
don't
it
think
comes
you
up out of the
can
water?
because it has to be connected to the ground.
Okay.
He'd have to go like
Is the water-
underwater.
I'm
Could
just
always
double-checking
try.
here.
Could always try bringing it up out of the water and see how high out of the water you can bring it.
Well,
I could,
it's a little late now.
but yeah, it's a little bit late now, but that's all right. So
Okay, so
Roll up.
you form up the wall. It is on the other side of you. So now you can't see.
I will start sneaking my way back.
Okay, you start sneaking your way back to the rest of the group. Your bonus is a 14.
Natural 20s.
Okay, whether or not they notice the wall. Okay. So, you regroup with your companions. What do y'all do?
Oh, there's a wall.
Let's have someone pop out the bottom and like just wait and see if we can. Oh, I can't move. I can't
you
move
kinda
through
ha-
it.
Yeah, here, I'll
it's
do
kind of
it.
you have to sneak around.
I'll let you do it.
No, I mean I literally can't move through it.
Oh, if you
I
hold
got
and
it.
kind of drag around, you can do so.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not when you.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to wait, like, not actually all the way out here, but kind of see if anyone's coming. Because if they're coming, we want to be on this end of it, not that end of it.
Okay. So you just wait
Let's wait,
on
like-
the other side of the tunnel wall on the southern edge.
Let's wait like a minute to see if anybody comes running.
Oh, I see. Sure. Okay. Yeah, you wait a minute. The party anxiously sitting there, now at least covered from the rain. Minute passes.
No more
Nothing.
bad.
Nothing seems to have changed.
All right. Well, then it's on. Okay. Seems like we're good. So let's go.
All right.
Can I go back in the tunnel now?
Oh, yeah, sure, fine.
And we're gonna start making our way up the tunnel. Just... Oh my god, why am I able to carry this? Oh no.
Crash.
Undo. Can I undo?
What have you done?
What is that?
I
you
went to
just-
I went to try and grab both Greshy and Phelan, and I managed to grab the wall too.
Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Did it shift the wall?
Uh,
I can't tell.
Yes, you did shift the
Just
wall.
gonna go over here. Bloop.
Oh dear.
All right. Here, I'll just move the wall to the map layer. Let's do that. There you go. Now you
That
can't
would
grab
work.
the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. That's fine.
Okay, so you
Just
guys are
dragging
sneaking
and
your
holding
way
to grab my thing, and
up to the northern edge of this tunnel, with the rest of the party following.
Right.
Caven and Vale will kind of go in the middle, and Jakardros will bring up the rear with Kib.
all
Okay.
right. Well,
So you make your way around towards the waterfall.
I think I can probably try climbing it. Probably have the best chance, unless
All right.
anyone has any magical ability.
well, I
So-
can increase whoever wants to's magical
It-
ability.
Does look
I
like it's
can
more than
also
30 feet,
go-
doesn't it?
I have air bubble
Mhm.
too, so I won't drown. Is a big one.
Yeah, it's like 50 feet.
So if something goes wrong and I like fall into the water, I can just stay underwater and
Aye.
float along.
Well, which do you want to climb? I don't really care.
I will try. I
what
also
are
have
the-
ropes and pitons and stuff.
Can I change my clothing to look like a Black Arrows uniform with Glamored? Just
Yeah, sure. You've seen enough
With some
Black
blood
Arrow
on it.
uniforms by now.
with a lot of blood on it.
Seen enough of those outfits too.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you do that,
Okay,
and I guess
I think I can.
What I'll do here is, go ahead. Everybody can roll initiative athletics.
Oh, this is gonna go swimmingly.
That's the idea.
Actually, it's not the idea. We don't really want to go swimmingly. That's that natural one. That's a natural one on mine.
There's a
Total of
natural
18.
one for an 18. A 32 for Asher and a 32 for Gunn.
33.
33. Okay. I need to add these.
Oh, we're being
guys.
raided.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a raid. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. 77
Ooh,
people
that-
from Q Times. Thank you.
Oh my word! What just happened?
All right. We're all.
Oh,
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are all sneaking your way up. I guess I'll just kind of have them. Let me roll some quick initiatives. But cool. Vale got a what is that? 38. Caven got not nearly that much. Let's go 12. Cardros got a 28. All right, and Kib's not really on the list. Were some people playing Untitled Goose? Hello, Goose. All right. So, You guys can go. I guess. Well, Vale would kind of skip his turn. Gunn.
Am I going or is Asher going? It's just.
Sorry.
Shoot.
Whoever's going first, go first.
Shall we do rock, paper, scissors?
Do it. Do it now.
Sure.
Oh my god. How do we do it?
We do 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh no.
Oh god.
We're equally matched.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2. All right. I roll.
Okay, that seems better.
Star Trek Adventures.
On what?
D20.
Yeah, 1d20.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right. Well,
Right.
that's a 1
Aha.
Well, let's see Gunn's roll
supposed to
there.
roll. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
from. All right.
that's better.
14. Okay. So
Okay.
you guys run multiple rounds of rock paper scissors until Gunn finally wins.
So yeah, the plan is to just hold my breath, swim there, and then climb up the cliff, tie a rope. So I need to get a rope out of the bag of holding.
Would you rather
Okay.
just climb all the way there?
Climb the wall?
Aye,
Ooh, like a
I
spider.
don't think so.
I can help with that.
It'll be seen, right?
The whole point of the mist was to help you get there.
I mean, still definitely do the mist.
Okay, up to you.
Can't you be invisible too?
Swimming while invisible might or might not work.
Oh, I thought about climbing.
They can swim while invisible. It's not aggressive.
Aggressive swimming.
But if it relies on the cloak being closed, it might make it harder to swim, was my thinking.
As long as the hood's up.
If you say so.
Yeah. You've got like clasps and
Well,
stuff. You can like you can clasp it closed.
We're all gonna have to cross this gap, so it's not gonna do much to have. I mean, if we're gonna get caught swimming, then we're gonna get caught, right? So
Aye, well,
I'd say use obscuring mists, and then let's try and just stealth swim.
Okay, did Greshy
Okay.
want to cast that first before the initiative started?
it sounds like that's the
How
plan.
long does
then.
it last?
About a minute.
Oh, a minute is not much. Save it for when you all try to move.
All right.
In that case, I will go ahead and go invisible.
So we
Okay.
can't see.
Do you want me to
when
just
in the
improve your
waterfall.
climbing speed? That's what I was asking.
Can you give me a climb speed?
I can. Did you want it?
Then sure.
That's what I was asking.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I mistook you. I thought you meant, do I want to just try climbing the rock all the way there, like scooching
well, you can do that too, but I mean,
But-
it's,
but I
there's
mean with-
more stylish ways to
on
do
my
so.
own? Okay, let's do that.
All right. Well, unless anyone else is going to go before me.
No, go ahead. But save your obscuring mist for when you all go, because you're all going to have to swim and climb the rope then.
That sounds fine to me.
Okay,
I
so
will give-
what's happening? Do
I am
something.
casting Spider Climb with 2 T20s for some reason. 18 and a 3. Not sure why it's doing this on certain spells, but it's alright.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
You now gain a climb speed equal to your regular speed for 10
Okay.
minutes.
Well, that's extremely stylish. I'll put my hood up and walk on the wall. Oh, until I get there.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so you're just you go invisible and then start walking along the walls there.
Eagles!
The poor
So many
eagles,
eagles.
the poor dead eagles.
Poor eagles.
Oh,
So
Think
much
about them
wasted
for a
meat.
moment as you climb
Them
around.
I have the rope from the bag of holding,
Okay.
so then
You hug the wall
When we
and
get in there,
pass
how-
through the waterfall. Yes, let's give some Fs for the poor.
oh no, it's
Poor
only
eagles.
a 50-foot rope, and it's 45 feet. All right,
did you bring
I
pitons
should
with
have
you?
given you my piton.
Ah,
I'll go back. We
I
had
was-
time.
I was so busy.
That was like one round to go there, one round to come back at most.
Okay.
we're all just sitting here waiting, twiddling our thumbs.
All
Waiting
right,
to see
it's your
what
turn
happens.
again.
Better hand me the pitons or another rope.
Let me get these I have so many. I have 9 pitons. How many pitons do you want? Do you want a hammer?
Hammer would be great too.
Hammer's going to be useful for actually using the
Okay, I
pitons.
also have a hammer.
Gunn's pretty strong though. He might just be able to push it into the rock, but I'm not sure I believe that.
I'll give you 3 pitons for fun, and
Yeah, crampons might be useful
my
too.
hammer.
All right.
But I guess not if he's got
Asher-
spider climb.
Once Asher hands those back,
But I want
I'll-
these returned in good condition. Actually, I don't care about the hammer.
All right,
Throw the
Gunn,
hammer into the ocean.
Gunn leaves with the pitons and hammer, and climbs back through the waterfall.
yep. And another rope.
And oh, you have
How
two
do you
gonna try
want
to-
okay.
Well, we each, Asher and me each had a rope, so
I somehow have 3 ropes of varying sizes.
And how long
With,
does invisibility last?
with spider climb was 1 minute, or no, it was 10 minutes.
Spider climb is 10 minutes. I think invisibility was 10 minutes too, isn't it?
Invisibility is 10 minutes.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Does initiative matter at the moment? Is the question.
Yeah, that probably not. I'm gonna tie the 2 ropes together, then tie the ropes around the rock, and test
Okay.
to make sure that. I mean, it looks like a big rock, but
Yeah, it looks pretty
as long as
sturdy.
it'll hold the weight of.
Yeah, there's two rocks there. You tie it around the bigger one.
Okay, I'll come back and stream it down until it's hanging down, and it probably hangs down like, yeah. Oops, that's not a shape. That's a shape. Freehand. It's probably gonna dangle down like about to here.
Well, I mean, this is like vertical, so it would go down into the water.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be down, and then it's gonna probably stream out into the water. About. I mean, that's what. That's about.
I mean, there's a waterfall in the way.
60,
It's probably
70
not
feet
gonna.
out. That's
I think
that's 70
it's
feet
probably
out and
pulling
10
here.
feet down, so it's a 100-foot rope.
I know,
Okay.
but it's
As
probably
well.
pooling there. The waterfall is kind of blocking the way, right? So,
All right, I'll delete mine.
okay.
There's a rope.
All right, the rope is there, and you're spider
back.
climbing back to the party. All right.
We'll come back. Yeah. Tell them. All right, you're ready to go.
All right. Get back over
The
there.
rope is hanging down in the water, so you're gonna want to do.
We're gonna swim to the waterfall. We're gonna climb up the water behind the
You're
waterfall
gonna climb the
using the rope.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna keep an eye for you.
Okay. Just be careful.
Okay. Are you just spider climbing up the wall then a bit to get out of the way of
Yep,
everyone?
up the wall and like maybe from right about here and then up.
Okay. All right. So with some rounds having passed. Okay. Who is going first? Well, Vale is waiting, so Asher, if you would like to go.
Asher does not like the water. Oh, all right. Before I go, how fast is the water moving, and how deep is the water?
Yeah, perception. See if you can tell.
I will perceive the water. 34.
Nice.
Or
Not bad at all.
yeah, that would be a critical success on this. 'Cause you're looking at the water. Let's see. You estimate that in the middle of the lake, it's probably about 30 feet deep, but it is like a ramp. I guess up to here, it's probably 30 feet deep. As far as how fast it's
the way
moving.
waterfalls.
Sorry, what?
The way waterfalls will typically work is you'll have a deep part right where the water's hitting.
Yeah,
Like
that's
a-
what I mean. Yeah,
like
so
a
it's like
pocket?
30 feet here, and then everywhere else is kind of a
And
gradient.
then, yeah.
But I guess the big gradient is probably down to like 20 feet, so 30 feet to 20 feet deep. And then how fast it's moving. Around the lake itself, it's... sorry, I just was looking at that. it's not moving too fast. Once it gets to the stream, it seems to be moving pretty quickly, but should be fine. Like you could float pretty easily.
Okay. Alright, I will try to swim.
Okay, you're gonna try and swim it.
We know this goes well for you.
I can't. Oh, here we go. I was like, I can't leave.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks fairly calm.
Little.
All right, so you get in the water
Do I have
and
to roll
start
anything, or
swimming.
can I just start moving?
Do you have a swim speed? For some reason.
Do I have a swim speed? No.
Okay, nothing has given you a swim speed. In that case, swim. We swimming now, boys.
Oh
Swim.
boy, this again.
Start here.
We do an athletics check. Oh, sorry, no, you succeed without needing to attempt a check. So you move through the water 5 feet plus 5 feet per 20 feet of your move speed. What's your move speed? Your normal move speed?
My normal move speed without my boots is 25.
25. So you swim 10 feet per swim action.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
All right, you swim over towards the waterfall. Jakardros will, I guess, he'll like move up. No, he'll stay where he is. Greshy.
All right, then I'm going to take my first 2 actions to cast Obscure and Mist, and
Okay.
I will center the 20-foot burst. I believe I decided it was going to be here. Yes,
All right, I think I have
So right
some
here.
mist.
20-foot burst of mist. And I think it's going to roll some dice here, so let's find out. Oh, look at that. What do I get? Oh, 16 and 5. All right.
Sorry, it's how big of a burst?
20 foot.
20 foot. 10, 20, something like that.
I think so. Let me double check.
Ooh, how misty.
That's a little bit, not quite what yours would look like, but...
It's very
Shouldn't it be
galactic.
20 foot
Oh, sorry, 20 feet.
further out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Something like that.
I think
10,
that's
20...
yeah, that's pretty. That's 20.
Yeah,
feet.
that's correct. That's correct. Okay.
All right. So that should be centered. Right here.
Okay, so down a little bit. There.
I should be right there.
Okay. Ah.
Well,
I keep dropping it. Something like that.
okay. Right should be right there.
All right.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, it centers on intersections. That's cool.
Ooh.
Putting a different one here.
I see now.
There you go.
Even better.
2 of them.
All right, there you go.
Well,
You have some mist.
all right, and I will tell Phelan to hold his breath, and we're going to jump in as well.
All right, so you jump in.
My last action.
All right, you're in the water.
Yay! Right there.
Okay. Vale is going to kind of move up to the edge and get in the water as well. Gunn, if you're doing anything, let me know. Otherwise, Asher.
Perception. To see if
Perception.
some ogres have spotted us.
Okay. Perception check.
We'll do. Just a second. There it is.
Nice.
26.
26. Okay. So you're keeping watch. You can see there is actually another ogre up on the lookout tower. At the edge of your vision, right here. It currently doesn't seem to be. It is standing at attention and is kind of scanning the horizon. It seems to be looking towards the forests.
Okay.
Is watching the southern
That's
forest, and so far has not noticed you guys. All right, Asher.
I'll continue my go at it.
Sneaky swim.
5, 10. Ugh. Is this where the rope starts?
Yes. So you swim through the waterfall and up against the wall there, and there is a rope dangling down into the water.
I think my last action, because it took 2 to get here, would be to climb.
Okay, so that'd be an athletics check to climb.
Good luck to me. Ooh, I was worried. Alright,
Well-
19.
19 to climb a rope is enough, even though it is a bit slick now with all the mist. You still maintain your grip fairly easily. And you climb up. Sorry, I'm trying to find where you are. There we go, to the front.
Oh, my, yeah.
Let's say climb on a success. You climb 5 feet plus 5 for 20 feet. So yeah, you reach the top. So you climb the 10 feet and get up to the ledge. All right. Jakardros is going to come over to the water and prepare to get in. Well, I guess he'll actually delay behind Caven. Wait for Caven to go. Greshy.
All right, so I can spin 10. Oh, it was 10 feet per round or per
Yes.
action.
Yeah. You can
Alright.
roll if you want to try and swim better, but otherwise,
Nah, that's fine. We'll stick to this. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm just gonna hang out under the waterfall. Seems comfortable.
okay. Yeah, you
Shout.
hang out under the calming waterfall. Jakardros kind of shoves Caven. Go on ahead.
Washing my
All right, all right.
scalp.
And Caven will make his way over to the water's edge, as will Jakardros and Kid. All right. Vale is going to try and swim as well. So again, 5, 10, swims through the mist. And 5, 10. He gets up to where Greshy is. Gunn, I presume you're still watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be any change in the ogres. They haven't. They haven't noticed yet. Yeah.
Gunn may not be able to see them very well.
I'm up above.
He's above the.
You've-
he's
oh,
above
you
the
climbed
fog.
up? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, sorry, I missed that part. I was like, oh,
Yeah. No, he climbed up a bit
All right.
above where you guys are.
Smart.
And if not, he has enough actions that he can climb up a little
yeah.
bit further.
Yep.
Okay, Asher.
Okay. Can I assist people from here?
Yes, you can actually. So you can try and assist
I would be
people's
doing
climbing
that.
actions. So just as a reaction on their turn, you can do an athletics check to try and help them up. All right, Greshy.
well, let's do the first one, I suppose.
Yay.
Greshy will start trying to climb the rope. And
I will assist
do you want to?
my awesome
There you are.
22.
That's not bad.
All right, that is a success on the
Um,
assist, and
What do we get here?
That's off
Oh.
the screen.
It's a
Did it roll
14.
14.
Oh, it did go off the screen, didn't it? Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hiding. 14 with, thankfully with Asher's help, you do manage to actually climb up there.
Oh, all right.
Good choice.
So you just get behind Asher.
All right, perfect.
Caven's turn. Caven's gonna swim. 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. He gets up to where Vale is, and Jakardros and Kib are both gonna jump in. Kib,
Oh, poor cats. They hate water.
Yeah, Kib is not fond of this. And they're gonna make their way through. 10. Whoop. Sorry, this is super hard to do. Okay, 5, 10. They're right there. Okay. New round. Vale is gonna swim up to the rope and attempt to climb up. Asher has already helped one person, so he can't help another. But he's got this easily. He climbs up with ease, and
He's
makes
big
his
and
way to the
burly.
back
He's
of the
got
cave.
this.
Gunn is still watching.
Mhm.
Nothing seems to have happened differently yet, thanks to the obscuring mist. Greshy, if you want to do anything, you can.
I'm just going to put Phelan down and bring him back to full size.
Okay. Then Caven's turn to swim. 10, 5. Alright, so he's able to get up to the rope, and he'll try and make it up on his own. And he does so. And he leans up against the side of the cave and tries to shake off the water. Ugh, it's cold. Jakardros will also swim. 5'10", 5'10", and he's trying to climb up, but he loses grip and slides back down. Kib is just going to try and climb the wall, and Kib actually can make it on its own. So Kib just climbs up the wall
Good kitty.
Nice.
and in. Well, he kind of waits here beside Asher, looking back at Jakardros. Alright, Vale is just going to kind of get out of the way. Gunn.
I'll move down to about here and offer Jakar a hand.
Okay.
Can you see your hand?
No. You hold out your hand, expecting to. It's up to you whether or not, because you're currently invisible.
I actually prefer the idea that he's just standing there slowly clapping, offering a hand.
You know what? Actually,
Like a jerk.
are you okay? Is he
Uh,
like tumbling, or is he? Can he try
no,
again?
I'm fine. He just didn't
right.
get a super good grip the first time and started to slide down, but he's still holding
Okay,
onto
but
the
he's
rope.
still got the rope.
Yeah, he's still holding the rope.
All right, I'll wait.
All right, Asher.
Ooh. I want to assist. And I also, what did I say? I'll say, come on, old man.
What are you talking about me for?
If he lets me assess as a 26.
I'm not dead yet, but yes, that is a successful assist. And once it gets around to his turn, as the others kind of get out of the way, he will roll another athletics check, and with your help, make it up. Hey. Thanks, Asher. Sorry about that. Maybe I am an old man. All right, and
That's
you
just
make your
laugh.
way into the cave. Gun?
Wherever Gun is.
Okay.
Hold the rope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna come in. Yeah, I'll walk over here, and I'll actually first I'll walk over to one action. Walk over to Greshy. I'm gonna say, go ahead and get everyone dried off. Then I'll walk over here and pick up the rope.
Okay. You start picking up and
I'm loving
reeling
this
back in the rope.
invisible spider climb.
Invisible Spider-Man over here.
What a
Okay, the
strange
rope
technique.
just starts retracting itself, and Jakar just like jumps, like kind of steps out of the way, not realizing the rope was going to move. Kib kind of moves up beside him.
You gotta watch
and-
out for that magic rope there.
Asher's walking over. He's like, I want my rope back. I want my, wait, not my, I think it's my rope.
Well, part of it's your rope, the other half
Part
is
of it's
his.
my rope and my pitons and my hammer. Gun, where are you? I want my stuff back.
I'll drop the stuff if I can. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, you start pulling out stuff and dropping it
be-
on the ground.
That should be done.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to start warm people up and trying to get the water off of them with prestidigitation. We'll start with Caven, since we're right here.
Aye, thank you. Thank you, Greshy. It's cold.
It's a bit. No reason to freeze. If we can help it, at least. We'll move on to Vale next.
Thank you much, friend. Ugh. I'm ready to kick some ass. And he
Excellent. Well, should be plenty of
kind
us to
of
kick.
pulls out both axes and just kind of sets them in the ground.
I feel like if you love them so much, you take better care of them. Do they like being buried?
These girls, yeah, they do. I like being buried in a ogre's neck more, but give what you
All
get.
right.
Get what you get.
As long as they're satisfied.
Get what you give. Give what you... And he starts wandering over to the corner.
I'm just
to think.
gonna let him try and figure that out, and I'll so go over and start warming up Jakardros and Kib.
Oh yeah, the cave is dark, by the way. I forgot.
Are we out of
Can't
initiative
see
order
a
now?
damn thing.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're all out of
yeah.
initiative order. Yeah, you can just kind of do whatever.
In that case, I'm totally invisibly walking down this.
Well, hold on, one sec.
But
I can't.
I'm gonna say something.
Wait, come back.
first.
You can't see. Calm down.
Well, I don't even know Gunn's invisible because I can't
Oh,
see.
it's very dark.
Yeah, it's a dark cave. I'm trying to
Okay.
change your lighting.
Ooh.
There we go.
and some people can't see in the dark.
Yeah, some people
Unfortunate for
don't
them.
have dark vision, so. All right, so you guys are now in this dark cave.
All right. Well, in that case,
Well, I have an ever-burning torch.
All right, now you can do whatever you want. If you want to walk down that path, go for it.
yep. I can't see much, but I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna see if I can figure out anything at all before it. Well, I'm still invisible and sticking to walls.
Good
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna
Okay.
actually take out my torch too, just so I can see.
Okay, let me
Try
give
and-
Asher his torch there.
Asher, if you don't mind trying to hide behind like the side of the walls there,
Ah.
not near the entrance.
I can't see where that is.
Well, once you pull it out, I'm just saying.
Oh
just,
yes, I will go over there.
just not at the entrance, just in case. I don't know how well the light would carry through the. Oh,
I
and the
don't
fog should probably
remember-
be dismissed by now.
You
Alright,
better
well
remember
just in
torch
case,
distance.
I'll mosey over here.
I've got it here. Never mind. Torch is 20 foot.
Because she's just
and
pointing
20.
at us like, I don't know where you are.
So we call that 40, 20. There we go. Okay, so Asher, you now have a torch on. While Gunn is going to make his way through the northern
One
tunnel.
square at a time.
Just kind of making your way through the darkness.
Working his way downtown.
As you're making your way through this tunnel, you can see a dim light just around the corner. And you hear what sounds like static electricity, small jolts of
How
lightning.
How high are the walls here?
Not very. Inside this tunnel, it's only like 5 feet. The chamber up ahead, you can't really tell. Looks like it
So
opens
I
up a bit higher.
Okay. Can you stick to ceilings with spider climb?
Yes, you can, actually. I think so. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So
I would
as
like
you're,
to
as you're
stick to the
considering that,
ceiling.
you see another something light up to your left as well. In the chamber up
I would-
ahead.
I want to look at it carefully, but I want to stick to the ceiling. Or I'm gonna like crawl my way up to the.
Okay. Yeah, you climb up to the ceiling. And you see a third creature light up.
Creature?
Yeah. So this one you can see as you're making your way forward. Appears to be some kind of small lizard. Currently eating away at a mushroom. And as it's
Crystal
doing so,
lizards.
it's giving off tiny
Aw.
sparks of
They
electricity.
have the rarest materials.
You can harvest them and make them to armor, but let's not.
It doesn't seem to notice you as it has picked off some of that fungus and makes its way over to another patch of fungus. And you see a third
Just
one,
hungry.
or second one, kind of scamper by, and another one.
I'm seriously
across the
like
room.
the urge to ambush these things is like Dark Souls. It's gotten too deep.
How many limbs it's got? It's actually got. It's a little four-legged lizard creature. with a long tail. It's blue and it's giving off this kind of slight glow.
I'm going to enter the room on the ceiling.
Okay, you climb through up to the ceiling, and you can see at the back of the room near one of these lizards is what appears to be like a weapon rack and a collection of crates and barrels tucked into the corner of the room.
Okay. Can I identify this creature at all? If I ever...
Sure, you can try. Yeah, give me a nature check.
Nature. Improvising. 21.
21. Yeah, these are shocker lizards. You don't think they're... I guess you're not
Hostile?
trained in nature. Yeah, they don't appear to be hostile. They just seem to be eating. You guess that they probably get spooked if you got too close to them.
Okay.
But they are known for stunning victims, I guess. if one gets too close or threatens a shocker lizard, they use their electric shocks to paralyze and either run or attack.
All right. I'm gonna go back.
Okay. You climb your way back to the rest of the group, leaving these shocker lizards behind.
And I'm gonna take my cloak off or hood down and say, okay, it's fairly safe here.
You think so?
There are some creatures in the next room eating the mushrooms, glowing. And I think they are shocking lizards. Something like, I remember a little bit, but they might zap you.
Zap. No.
Let's not tangle with them then if we don't need to.
Yeah, I was thinking we can probably bypass them.
All right. Well, we can camp here if we'd like to. Rest up a bit. I'm actually didn't expend nearly as much as I was afraid I might need to. So
Yeah, maybe a short rest, but
sure. Just make sure everyone's warm and dried off and it's not gonna freeze to death.
good idea.
All
you guys
right.
know
well,
about any shocky lizards in here? I'm gonna ask Jacardros and in particular.
Shocking lizards. No, they're not usually native to the region. That's odd. But they should be mostly harmless as long as you don't scare them. They don't like bitter bark. You can usually burn some of that to keep them away.
Bitter bark. Do you have stores of that?
Bitter bark. Ooh, we probably had some somewhere. I'm not sure.
Might be worth doing just to drive them away.
Yeah. I think the architect said something about problems with shocker lizards. He's not sure where they came from. Vale is now wandering back over.
Hopefully figured out his mental problem.
The line he was supposed to say.
Yeah, well, you're not sure if he ever figured it out now. He's now just perked up at the talk of the shocker lizards. I think they kept some... Wow, where did they keep it? I think there was a store of it in the stables somewhere. Otherwise, Lenny kept some in his room. Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Well, if we come across some, we might be able to use it. In the meantime, though, just try and avoid them.
All right. So are you guys doing a short rest or a long rest here?
short rest.
Okay. Well, whatever the Pathfinder term is for it. Neither of those, I guess.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10-minute rest. Okay.
10-minute rest.
All right. So you guys take a 10-minute break, and that's we're now an hour over. So that's probably where we should stop for the evening.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna call it. I should stop my thunder noises.
I find
And
it
rain.
relaxing.
It is relaxing, isn't it? I love it. All right. Well, I think that is going to be it for tonight, folks. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for the raid, everyone. It's quite lovely of you all. I hope you all had fun. Yeah, I think next week we're going to be back at Tuesday, correct?
Aye.
Is that correct?
Should be
Okay.
Tuesday.
So we're kind of alternating this Tuesday, Monday thing, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. We're also on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at Third Action Show. Yeah, give us some love, some subscriptions, some likes. We love all that stuff. Or just watch. Anyway, thanks for playing, everybody. Hope you all had fun. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.